I'd like to say hello to all amateur radio operators and all those interested in amateur radio activities. In the event this is your first time watching this stream, allow me to describe what we're doing on the amateur radio band, speaking with other amateur radio operators. This is kind of a review of our activities. As New York amateur radio operators, we have a unique and very special opportunity to do something positive during a pandemic that has also turned New York State into a deadly hotspot. We can express our gratitude to all those men and women on the front lines who are taking personal risks every day to tend to the needs of the healthy among us, as well as the sick and even those whose lives were taken in this crisis. Special event station Kilo 2H, as we call it, Kilo 2 Heroes, will help us do that. With the coordination of the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club in Lindenhurst, New York, Suffolk County, we will begin on the air starting May 1st and will continue our operations through the end of the month in each county throughout the state of New York. That's where hams come into the picture. By joining us in activating Kilo 2H with the suffix of your New York County appended, for example, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke SUF for Suffolk County, hams will be able to help everyone say thanks to those who are helping us and guiding us through this unprecedented crisis. Whether by keeping watch on quarantine enforcement, keeping food store shelves well stocked, or tending to the sick. All of them are vital in this fight against the COVID virus. There will be free certificates that will be available for download by each county that we contact. We have created 62 templates for the individual counties. You can add your own county logos as needed. We will upload them to our certificate program. The Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club will be handling all the logging uploads to the certificate program. All you need to do is get on the air in any mode and help honor the heroes. Then upload your log to us in Cabrillo or ADIF format. We are requesting multiple operators from every county in the state to make this a huge success. So please contact us at K2Heroes, that's K2Heroes at gmail.com, and let us know if you want to join us. I'm speaking to all the amateur radio operators. Include your name, your call sign, and your New York County. We request all who will be operating to register. This will enable us to send out related information to your operation. We are using the 62 county abbreviations from the New York HUSO Party. A link in the K2H QRZ page will be there. Rovers or visitors from out of state are welcome to operate, but we need you to register and be in a New York county. I want to thank Lou NO2C, Mike KC2SYF, Sally K2AORD, I will repeat that, K2RYD, and Karen KD2GUT for their help in putting this very valuable event together. I also would like to speak to those of you who do not possess amateur radio equipment and are maybe listening to this stream and would like to know, well, how can I get a certificate? Basically, if you're listening to us, don't have amateur radio equipment and would like to have a certificate, send an email to K2Heroes, that's K2H, then HEROES at gmail.com. Give us the date and the time that you heard a K2H station on the air, and we'll be very happy to be able to send you a certificate. Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Before we start, let me just put a couple of things out there that really personifies what we're doing.
You make me strong when I need it. For you, I'm brave. You, give you all my love. You, give you all of my love. You, give you all my love. Always you on my mind.
We'll play that again.
You make me strong when I need it. For you, I'm brave. You, give you all my love. You, give you all of my love. You, give you all my love. Always you on my mind.
Okay, thank you very much. And that's what it's all about. That's why we're involved in thanking the heroes fighting the COVID-19 virus. Okay, let's see if we can find a frequency and speak to some other amateur radio operators. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 2 Hero Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes, K2H stroke SUF, representing Suffolk County, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone anywhere that would like to say thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. This is Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ. Special Event Station. This is Kilo 2H, Kilo 2 Hotel stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes, K2H stroke SUF, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. K28 stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The station ending in Yankee, please. Roger, Daryl. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Let me make sure I have your call, Daryl. It's KA0CGL, KA0 Charlie Golf Lima. Go ahead. Roger, thank you very much, Daryl. That's a lot better. KA0CGY. Thanks so much, Daryl. Thank you, Daryl, for making contact with the Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes. We're the Suffolk County representative at the moment, representing the Suffolk County, New York, Long Island. We're going to have 62 counties hopefully represented, thanking all the heroes from New York State fighting COVID-19. No need for a signal report. This is strictly a thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. I've got your name, got your location. If you have any stories at all about COVID-19 in your area, please share them as with anyone else. Back to you, Daryl. This is Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
K2H, KA0, CGY returning. Very good, 100% copy. Excellent signal and audio. Let's go. I'm sure you're going to have a pile-up on you very quickly. Good work. Thank you for that. You guys are lucky to have one. I'll tell you what, that man sounds more presidential every day. 73%. Good work, KA0, CGY, to listen up.
Well, thank you very, very much. I do appreciate that a lot. I really do. And yep, he's doing a very good job, an excellent job of providing factual information, and certainly giving us, reasonable choices and reasonable stages to attain before he's willing to open up New York State. So we're happy for that, because we're still certainly in the midst of a very serious pandemic here. I think the deaths reported today were somewhere around 300 in New York State. So it continues to be a factor. Daryl, thanks so much. Thanks for taking your time to say thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ, this is Special Event Station. By the way, Daryl, if you don't mind spotting me, I'd really very much appreciate that. Thanks a lot, Daryl. Be well, be safe, and of course, stay home. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey Alpha 9, Romeo Hotel, Delta, WA9, RHD.
Roger, thank you very much for your call. Whiskey Alpha 9, Romeo Hotel Delta. Thank you. Good afternoon. Your name and your location. Go ahead.
Okay, the name is Jeff, Johnny Z. Fox, Fox, Jeff, and we're in a suburb of Chicago, Highland Park, Illinois, about 20 miles north of the city. Over.
Roger, thanks, Jeff. Thank you very much from Highland Park, Illinois. Appreciate that. Hope things are going well for you and the family, and hopefully COVID-19 is certainly flattening out there in your state and in your city. Be safe and be well, and thank you so very, very much to say thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Thank you so very, very much. 73's Jeff, be well. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, a uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you, stations. Good to hear you all. The Whiskey Bravo 4 station first.
Whiskey Bravo 4 Mexico Delta X-ray, Handles J, located in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Roger, Jay. Big signal from Knoxville. Sound terrific. Audio is great. But more importantly, it's for me to say thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. We really appreciate it very, very much. Every time a call is made like this, it's a big thank you. And we can't thank you enough for supporting us and also spending the time to be with us. Thanks so much, Jay. 73s, have a good day. Be well, be safe. And most importantly, stay close. Hug the family. 73s, this is Kilo 2 Hero stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey 4, November, Sierra Juliet.
Roger, thank you. Whiskey 4, November, November, I believe it's Sierra Whiskey. Whiskey 4, November, Sierra Whiskey. Do I have that right?
Negative correction. Whiskey 4, November, Sierra Juliet. How copy?
Roger, thank you. Got it now. Thanks so much, sir. Whiskey 4, November, Sierra Juliet. Thanks for the correction. I appreciate that. My name here is Peter, by the way. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo Peter. The exact location for me is Northport, Long Island, New York, Jeff. And basically, I'm one of the stations here representing New York State and Suffolk County, Long Island, New York. My home call, by the way, is Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2, Juliet to Victoria. If anyone wants to follow us on stream, we're live streaming right now through Twitch TV with my call sign, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor. Or go to my QRZ page. Thanks, Jeff. Let me send it back to you for a final, Jeff. Thanks a lot.
Roger, Peter. Thank you so much. Here from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hats off to all the medical workers, first responders. They're not only in the state of New York, but also New Jersey. I know you guys were hit pretty hard up there, and we took it on the chin here in the Carolinas, but not nearly as bad, of course, as you guys. So 73s, good luck to everyone. A special thank you for all, especially as we celebrate Mother's Day weekend. I know there's a lot of ladies that would love to probably be home with their mothers, or rather with their children and spouses and all, but I know they're there on the front lines, and we can't say enough appreciation about them for sure. So I'll let you pick up some more, Peter. 73, sound good here in North Carolina. Have a great weekend, and pass along thanks again for everyone for everything they do. Whiskey 4, November, Sierra Juliet, clear and back to you, Peter. 73.
Well, thank you so much, Jeff. Thanks for those very, very thoughtful and considerate words. And certainly we have to send a huge happy Mother's Day. Behind me right now, behind my your left shoulder, my right shoulder, I'm not sure you guys can see it or not. It's in front of the AMSAT banner, Radio Amateur Satellite Corporation, of which I'm involved with as well, is a sign that says Happy Mother's Day. And we want to send that to all the mothers. And in fact, we can give you I believe, a full screen here for you in a moment or two. But right now, that's let's see. Can we give you a full screen? There we go. There's me. But most importantly, Happy Mother's Day. And I'd like to pass that along to everyone out there, all the mothers out there, happy and healthy, and certainly hug your moms. Hug your moms. They're not going to be here forever, and you missed them terribly when they're gone. Thanks a lot, Jeff. 73s. Thanks for also giving me the opportunity to also share a few words as well. QRZ. This is Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo 4, Charlie, Whiskey Bravo.
Roger, I believe I have a Kilo 4 or Whiskey Bravo.
Kilo 4, Whiskey Bravo, Golf.
Roger, thank you so much. Thanks for repeating your call. Kilo 4 Whiskey Bravo Golf. Thank you. A very good afternoon to you. My name is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Give me your name and location, please.
Hey, my name is Bob, and I'm located in Williamsburg, Virginia. Virginia.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for that, and thank you for your location in Williamsburg, Virginia. Thanks so very, very much for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Really appreciate that. 73s, Bob. Have a good day and enjoy what every day we have. 73s. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot QRZ. Stand by, station. Stand by. QRZ, thank you, stations. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
November, Charlie 4, Whiskey Bravo.
Roger, thank you. November, Charlie 4, thanks for your patience. Whiskey Bravo. I believe it's November, Charlie 4, Whiskey Bravo. Thank you so much. Name is Peter. Your name and location.
Thank you, Peter. This is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima in Boone, North Carolina. Thank you, and 73s and C4WB.
Roger, thanks so much, Bill. Thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. We really appreciate that very, very much. 73s and have a good day and a good weekend. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey November India.
Roger, first the Kilo X-Ray 4 station, the Kilo X-Ray 4.
Kilo X-Ray 4 Whiskey Hotel. Name is Juliet Oscar Hotel November. Big signal down here into Tennessee.
Thank you, John. Kilo X-Ray 4, Whiskey Hotel. Thank you so very much, John. You have a good signal as well. Thanks so much for making contact with us here at the special event station, saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. We really appreciate that. And certainly anyone that has a story at all to share, please do that. Please share that with us. You can just say your call, your name, and your location, and that you have some information for us, so I don't rush you off. And I don't want to do that at all. So if anyone has any stories related to COVID-19, any personal experiences, please, by all means, let us all know. We're following this certainly on amateur radio, those that have amateur radio equipment, but also streaming through Twitch TV. People that do not have access to it, probably wondering what the heck we're doing here as amateur radio operators, but we like to give them a taste of not only do we do contests and DX, but we also do quite a bit in the area of services. So here we are, once again, so to speak, call to service. Thanks a lot, John. 73s, be well and good health to you. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you so very much. Whiskey 3, Mike Lima Juliet. Whiskey 3, Mike Lima Juliet. Thank you so very, very much. Appreciate that. My name is Peter, Long Island, New York. Give me your name and location.
Yeah, Roger there, Peter. Name here is Michael, and my WTH is in Julianople, Pennsylvania, but we're currently operating a remote station in Alabama here, but yeah, you're 5 and 9, strong 5 and 9, over.
Roger, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that very much. Thanks for making contact with us. Thanks for giving me a confirmation on your location, and most importantly, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Be well. Thank you so much. Be well to you and 73s. Thanks so much. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ.
November 1, Hotel Alpha Romeo.
Roger, thank you, stations. November 1, Hotel Alpha Romeo. Thank you so much. Name here is Peter. Your name and location.
Good evening, Peter. This is Mike. I'm in Virginia, Northumberland County, Virginia. You got a great signal down here today, and you said just mention if we had any experiences. I do have a stepdaughter, my wife's daughter, Spotsylvania Regional. She's in it every day. They've had a couple dying here and there, and she can't be with her family like she wants to be, but they're soldiering on, and we do appreciate all of them.
Michael, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Would you mind giving me your daughter's first name, please? Go ahead.
First name is Heather.
Roger, wonderful. We have a Heather, too, in our family that is a nurse as well. Heather, I just want to say thank you. I'm sure you can listen if you'd like or restream. We're going to be restreaming once again We're on basically Twitch TV, Michael, and we have that on our channel on Twitch TV, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and the videos are all saved. So, Heather, a shout out to you. Thank you so much for the hard work you do and put your life at risk every day. Michael, thanks a lot for reporting that. I really appreciate that. Back to you for a final, Michael. Thanks a lot for sharing that with us.
73s, yes. Thank you for doing this, and everybody that's out working in this stuff. I know how it is, and like I said, she's an ICU nurse, so she's right in the middle of it with all her gear on when they can get it. All right, everybody have a great one. Thanks for doing this. November 1, Hotel Alpha Romeo. We're gone.
Thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Well, one thing I'd like to say certainly is, you know, this is basically COVID-19 news, and frontline health workers care for patients with COVID-19. They really submit themselves to difficult, draining work, and also put themselves at the risk of infection. And most of them are forgotten. These are the ones that we sadly lost. We lost many, many of them. Right now, 1,000 throughout the world have died. 1,000 health workers throughout the world have died. And I'm going to mention names from time to time about them. The first one we'll start with it's basically Isaac Abaldi. He's a medical doctor, a founder of the professor of internal medicine and rheumatology, basically at the hospital in Miami, Florida. He passed away due to COVID-19. So we have many, many names. I don't want to turn this into basically just reporting it one after another, but from time to time I'd like to bring that up because certainly that's part of what we're doing here by saying thank you to those who are there and thank you for those who really put their lives on the line and lost their lives, because this is certainly a war for sure. 73s, Michael, thanks a lot for that, and thank you again, Heather. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Stand by, QRZ. This is Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. CQ calling, CQ calling, CQ anyone, anywhere. This is Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you so much, stations. Whiskey X-Ray 4, India Delta. Thanks so much for coming to us. Give me your name and your location, please.
Okay, sir, we appreciate what you're doing, and the name here is Jack, and I'm in Tennessee, TN, and you're about a 5'8" to 5'7" here in Tennessee.
Roger, Jack, thanks so much for that. And most importantly, thank you for saying thank you to a healthcare worker or anyone fighting on the front lines of COVID-19. Thanks so much, Jack. Be well, be safe, and thanks for taking the time to say hello to us. QRZ, please. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
November 4, Mexico, Quebec, Bravo.
Roger, thank you. November 4, Mexico, Quebec, Bravo. Thank you so very, very much. Your name and location.
The name is Robert, and again, we thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate these health workers that risk their lives every day, and just praise God for them.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate those sentiments. Very well put. Thank you. The second name I'm going to mention, these are now just frontline healthcare workers that have passed away. Frontline workers that have passed away. And the second name is basically, last name is Abadi, A-B-A-D-I, Faith Abadi, and that was emergency medical specialist. She was a medical specialist in Tehran, Iran. Thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate that. 73s and be well. Good health to you. Thanks a lot for making contact with us. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you. Whiskey Alpha 4, Yankee Lima. Dawn, good afternoon to you. How are you doing today? We're fine. We are fine. We're certainly, once again, listening here to all these folks saying thank you to all those healthcare workers and all those frontline workers that are working through the COVID-19. Thanks a lot, Dawn. I appreciate the contact very, very much. You have any story for us at all, Dawn? Go ahead.
No, not today.
That's okay, Dawn. Thanks for making contact with us. We appreciate that. We really thank you for taking the time and turning on your rig and saying hello and thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The station with Oscar Hotel.
November 0, Lima Oscar Hotel. Tom and Davenport, you're 5 and 9. Over.
Roger, Tom. Thank you so much. I repeat that. We really appreciate that. November 0, Lima Oscar Hotel. Thanks, Tom, from Davenport, Iowa. I appreciate that very, very much. No reason to give us a signal report. I want to make it clear you're confirmed as long as you're in the log with your name. We don't need any signal reports from anybody at all, because this certainly, not that I want to turn this into some kind of a negative event, but it really is about thanking everyone. So if you have a story to say, please give us that, but don't need to have any reports on the signals. If you want a signal report, I'd be happy to share that with you. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that very much. 73s, and thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke, Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot.
Kilo Charlie 4 Charlie.
Roger, Kilo, Charlie, 4 Charlie. Thank you very, very much. You have a nice signal. Name here is Peter, located in Long Island, New York. Your name and your location, sir.
Yes, sir. My name is Phil, Papa Hotel India Lima. I'm in Central Florida, Haines City. My wife Carmen and 2 daughters, Jacqueline and Carol, are registered nurses. I'm very proud of them.
Felipe, yes, as you should be, and thank you. Where are they working, Felipe? Where are they working now? What town or city? Go ahead.
My wife works for the Haines City Hospital, and Carol and Jacqueline is in intensive care unit for the Lakeland Regional Hospital.
Felipe, thank you so much for sharing that. That's really wonderful. That's clearly, it would be an event that would be rather hollow if we didn't have people like yourself, Felipe, talking about real heroes that are associated with the amateur radio community. And I really appreciate you shouting out to them and saying thank you very, very much. May they continue to have good health and have extra, I suppose, benefits by doing what they're doing, and clearly knowing that this is not going to go on forever. We're really under a big cloud now, but little by little, it's going away. Felipe, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I really appreciate that. 73s to you. Be well, be healthy, stay safe, and also to your family as well. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ.
November 2, Oscar, Mexico, Charlie.
Roger, I believe I have a November 2 Oscar, Mexico, Charlie. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Nice signal, short down here to Southern Maryland. The name is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo. Really glad to hear you guys on the air. Don't have any personal stories myself, but appreciate you guys putting this on the air, and everybody that's doing everything out there to keep people safe. So just want to say hi from Hollywood, Maryland, and 7-3 NTOMC.
Roger, thank you. November 2, Oscar Mike Charlie. Thanks, Bob. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you for your acknowledgement. Certainly, we really appreciate the opportunity. Without guys like yourself, ladies like Dawn, saying hello and thank you and spending their time on the radio trying to make contact with us, it wouldn't be an event. And you all know that this is a thank you. Every time a contact is made, we like to say it's a thank you to a healthcare worker or somebody working on the front lines. 73s, be well. Another name I'd like to mention is a Dr. Abado, A-B-D-O. He passed away during COVID-19. He was a general practitioner in New York City. That is Dr. Abado, A-B-D-O, Abdo, general practitioner in New York. 73s, very much. Bob, thanks a lot for the contact, Rob. Appreciate that. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, a Uniform Foxtrot. The Hotel Foxtrot Victor, please.
This is Kilo Charlie 9, Hotel Foxtrot Victor. The name here is Jim, Juliet India Mike. Wanted to touch base and issue my thank you. My daughter is a nurse in Atlanta, working in the cardiac clinic at Emory University.
Roger, thank you very, very much. Let me make sure I have your call right here. Kilo Charlie 9, Hotel Charlie Victor. Is that correct?
Hotel Foxtrot Victor.
Okay, let me correct that because it didn't come up correct in the log, and that's really important for all of us. Okay, Kilo Charlie 9, Hotel Foxtrot Victor. Thank you so much for that. Would you mention that? I believe is your daughter. Could you mention her first name to us, please?
Yes, her name is Kathleen. And as I said, she works in the cardiac clinic at Emory University Hospital.
What a wonderful place to work, Emory University Hospital. Kathleen, thank you very much for your service, and thank you so much for mentioning that to us as well. I appreciate that. Did you say, because I got a confusion on the log, I wanted to make sure your first name is Jim? Go ahead.
My name is Jim, and I'm located in Elk Grove Village, Illinois, which is suburban Chicago.
Roger, thank you, Jim, Elk Grove Village. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. That's what it's all about, and the more we do this, the better we feel. Thanks so much, Jim. 73s, be well, be safe, and to your wife, happy and healthy Mother's Day. 73s. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot.
Whiskey 3, Lima Zulu Radio.
Roger, thank you. Whiskey 3 Lima Zulu Radio, thank you so very much. Your name and your location, please.
Good afternoon. Yeah, the name here is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and I'm 10 miles south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go ahead.
Roger, thank you so very much. 10 miles south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for that information, Jim, and thank you for taking the time to say thank you to the people working the front line. 73s, Jim, have a good day, be safe, and be well. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot.
Kilo Mike 4, Tango Mike Alpha.
Roger, thank you. Kilo Mike 4, Tango Mike Alpha. Thank you so very much. Your name and your location.
Name here is Wendell Whiskey Echo November Delta Echo Lima Lima, located in Duke, Alabama. Big thank you to Dr. Ray and his wife, Dr. Joy Gavino, both of them working at the VA here locally in Anniston, Alabama. Want to say thank you to them, especially on this commemoration of VE Day, when so many heroes celebrated the European victory. Over.
Roger, Wendell, that is terrific. Thank you very, very much. You saved me time for saying that, and I appreciate that. And thank you very much for mentioning those names. That's what we want to hear. Anyone that has any names, any heroes at all, and certainly on VE Day, more heroes that were fighting the front line. This is a different war, but we're in a war here, and for sure. And it's not bullets, it's germs, and they are just as heroic as those that fought in VE Day. Thanks so very much, Wendell. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing those names with us. It'll be immortalized on our stream. It's out there, so if you want to listen, anyone want to listen, you go to Twitch TV with my call sign, and we can hear it again. Thank you so very much. This is a time capsule type of event, and we really appreciate all your participation. 73s, Wendell, thanks a bunch. QRZ, name is Peter here, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and if you want a nice certificate, you can download commemorating this event. You can go to the Kilo 2 Hotel website. Every evening I upload all the contacts to the folks that are putting together the records, and you could download a day or two later, and you'd have a nice certificate commemorating the event. Thanks a lot, Wendell, again, very, very much for that. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Stand by. I want to ask any stations that are tuning up, as a favor to us, could you tune up all frequency a KC or 2 or 3? Because clearly some of these signals just blot out everybody else, and I really would like to get as many people as we can on the first time. So if you're going to be tuning up, tune up a KC or 2 off frequency. It really would help a lot. Thanks so much. Once again, Kilo 2 Heroes, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Kilo Echo 8 station.
Kilo Hotel, Kilo 2 Hotel, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Hotel Bravo Victor.
Roger, thank you. Kilo Echo 8 Hotel Bravo Victor. Thank you. Your name and location.
Okay, yeah, name on this end is Dawson. That's Delta Alpha Whiskey Sierra Oscar November, and I'm located in the state of Ohio. That's Oscar Hotel, Ohio. And what is your call sign?
Roger, thanks, Dawson. I appreciate that from Cambridge, Ohio. My personal call sign is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. QSL, Dawson?
Yeah, QSL. I'll do the live. I'll look at the live stream thing. So thank you very much, and thanks for the contact, and thanks for having the special event station 73.
Thank you, Dawson. Thank you very much for acknowledging that. We really appreciate that so much, so very much. Thank you. Yes, and feel free to go there, and you can subscribe. That way, when we go on the air, you can get notified that we're here and listen to the thank yous. So many thank yous that are being given out. Thanks so very, very much. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you so much. November 2, Hotel Oscar. Thank you. Your name and your location.
Roger. My name is George. Location is Oceanside, Long Island. I'm retired, but I worked for over 20 years in the hospital, Downstate Medical Center in Brooklyn, New York. And I salute all these doctors and nurses who working there every day and fighting this Chinese virus. It's very terrible, actually. Terrible disease. Back to you.
Thank you so much, George. November 2, Hotel Oscar. This is Kilo 2 Hotel, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Thank you so much, George. Thank you for mentioning that you worked for 30 years for Downstate Medical Center in Brooklyn. Thank you so much for the service that you put forward. We've never seen anything like this. You're absolutely right. So it's also another salute to all the frontline workers that are putting their lives at risk. 73's George. Thanks so much. Be well and be safe. And thanks so much for saying hello to us. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Delta Kilowatt.
Roger, thank you so much. Whiskey 3, Whiskey Delta Kilowatt. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Your name and location. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. You're 5-9 Don, Dog Oscar Nancy, and the location is Erie, Pennsylvania area. QSL?
I QSL that so much. Thank you so very much for that. I really appreciate that, Don. Thanks so much. Thanks for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. 73s, and have a great weekend. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ.
Here is WD4 MLN in Louisville.
Japan, Norway, sugar.
I believe I have a Whiskey Delta 4, Mike Lima November. Go ahead.
Roger, here, N2HO, here is Whiskey Delta 4. Louisville, Kentucky, over.
Roger, and is the call Whiskey Delta 4, Mike Lima November?
Negative. Mike Lima Mike. Mama loves money.
Roger, I'll remember that one. Thank you very, very much for that. Yes, and your name is Bruce, and you're in Prospect, Kentucky. Go ahead.
Roger, that's right. Yeah, I wanted to thank you for acknowledging the workers. I'm retired. I'm a senior, but my residence in pediatric chemistry and orthodontics at the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville. So my thanks goes out to them as well. We'll get the lectures on podcast from Zoom, but I'm at home myself. N2HO, WD4 MLM. I think you're in Cambridge, Ohio.
Negative. Yeah, you. I think you're perhaps pending it with another call. Our call is Special Event Station Kilo 2 Heroes, K2H Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, Kilo 2 Hotel Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Do you have that? Okay, go ahead.
Roger, K2HSF. Right, very nice. And what's your QTH? Over.
Roger, Northport. It's Northport, Long Island, New York, in Suffolk County, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Roger, very good. Okay, very good. Yes, I've been through that area a few years ago. I guess on the way to, I forgot what bay it was. There was a big maritime museum there, and way in eastern Long Island. So very nice. You're 5'9" plus here. We're in about 80 to 90 watts into an inverted V dipole. But thank you for saying hello to everyone, and I want to acknowledge my testing 1 2 3 testing. University of Louisville, K2HSF WD4MLN.
Roger, thanks, Bruce, and thank you so much for acknowledging the work that you did and the organization that you were part of. I really appreciate that. 73s, thanks so very much. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ.
Whiskey Delta 4, Delta November Echo.
Roger, thank you. Whiskey, I think I have this right. Whiskey Delta 4, Delta November Echo. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. You're 5'9" plus here in Commonwealth of Virginia. The name is Cecil, Charlie Echo, Charlie India Lima in Bristol, Virginia. You're doing a great job, and thank you for being there and let me express my thanks for the heroes up there in New York.
Oh, thank you, Cecil, very much from Bristol, Virginia. I appreciate that. And all of us, every state has had its share of tragedies, every single state. We just happen to be a state that unfortunately didn't close the back door. We closed the door to the Asians coming in when we knew that we had a big problem, but we did not close the door at JFK where the Europeans were coming in by about 3 million. So that's really where our problem really existed, by the back door. Now, you could blame people for it, but unfortunately, this is something that is unprecedented, Cecil and everyone else. And as a result of that, we will learn. We'll learn our lessons, and we will be better off for it. And, we hopefully will be able to minimize this in the future. Thanks so much, Cecil. I appreciate that for the contact. Thanks so much for saying thank you and hello to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Thanks so much. This is Kilo 2H, Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ.
And what is your name, please? This is Cecil.
Radio Zulu CH.
The Radio Zulu, but Cecil, the name is Peter. Papa Echo, Tango, Echo, Romeo, Peter. The Radio Zulu station?
Radio Zulu.
Roger, okay, that's easy. Whiskey 5 Radio Zulu. Thanks so very much, sir. Your name and location.
My name is Dennis, and I'm located in Arkansas, and we have gotten off lightly in Arkansas compared with some places, but still plenty of, like you say, plenty of tragedy. But we are proud that we sent a plane load of nurses up to New York, and they just got back with the usual fire trucks squirting water over the plane and all of that to let them know they were appreciated. And I believe there's a few still there, so we're glad to do what little bit we can to help. Whiskey 5 Radio Zulu.
Roger, thank you so very much. Yes, every bit helps, and thank you so much for that. It's amazing how many states have really gone forward and helped other states. We're really a very small country, a very small world, and can't thank you enough for doing that. Every bit helps. Thanks so much, Robert, Bob. Thank you for making contact with us, 73s, and enjoy the day and be safe. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. The station ending in Z, please. Go ahead.
November Delta 4 Zanzibar.
Roger, thank you. November Delta 4 Zanzibar. Thanks so very much. Good afternoon. Your name and location, please.
Name is Richard, R-I-C-H-A-R-D. I'm in Gilbert, South Carolina, near the capital, Columbia.
Thank you, Richard. In Gilbert, South Carolina, near Columbia. Thanks so much for making contact with us, and thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. November 4, November Delta 4 Zulu, thanks so much. 73s, be well and be safe. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot, special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ. Roger, the Kilo Charlie 9 Lima Bravo something, go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 9 Lima Bravo Echo. Thank you so much for your service. You're 5 and 9 in Northwest Wisconsin. Whiskey India, Roger.
I roger that. Thank you so much for Northwest Wisconsin. Thank you for Northwest Wisconsin. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Thanks for making contact with the special event station. And certainly there are many, many other special event stations on all different frequencies throughout the amateur frequencies. A lot going on in FT8. So, and we have probably somewhere around 45, maybe 50 counties, maybe more by now, represented here in New York State. So if you'd like to speak to other counties, I'm sure a lot of you have. Feel free to anytime. 73s, thank you. Be well and be safe. This is Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ. Roger, the Tango Charlie Lima first, please.
Roger, I'm in northwest Georgia, a little city called Chickamauga, over.
Roger, thank you. Chickamauga, that's wonderful. I don't have your call, though. Give me your call again, please.
Kilo November 4, Tango Charlie Lima.
I got it. Kilo November 4, Tango Charlie Lima. Is your name Ralph? Go ahead.
Roger. Romeo Alpha Lima Papa Hotel.
Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate that very much. Thanks so much for making contact with us at the special event station. Thanks for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Really appreciate that. There's so many of them in so many different professions. We often think that the heroes are just in the healthcare field, but we want to, again, express our gratitude to all those men and women on the front lines who are taking personal risks every day to tend to the needs of the healthy among us as well as the sick, and even those whose lives were taken in the crisis. We can't thank them enough for it. All right, 73s to you, Ralph. Thanks a lot for making contact with us. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you. Whiskey 4, Victor Charlie Hotel, I believe. The name here is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Your name and location, please.
Name is Charles. Location, Signal Mountain, Tennessee.
Roger, Charles. Thanks so much for making contact with us. Have a nice signal. Very, very solid audio. Really sounds fantastic. Thanks a lot, Charles. 73s be well. And again, thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. I think I have a Kilo Alpha 8 Romeo Alpha Bravo. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Peter. Name is Bill Bravo, India Lima, located in the state of West Virginia, near Beckley, West Virginia. Over.
Roger, thank you, Bill. Thanks a lot. Near Beckley, West Virginia. Very nice place, good driving roads, nice location in the country. Hope things are not too bad for you there, but wish you good luck and good health, and please be safe. And certainly all of us have to be patient here in New York. It's not in the DNA of New Yorkers to be really at ease and to be how shall I say less anxious to move around. Hopefully we'll all get the message. 73's Bill, thanks a lot. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. There's a mobile station, please. A mobile station. Go ahead.
John here by the Mississippi River in the Mobile, just doing some fishing, Peter, over.
Roger, John. Stand by. There's actually 2 mobile stations. So first let me have, I believe it's November 4, November Foxtrot Charlie. Go ahead. Roger, thank you, Bob. Thanks so very, very much for the contact. I appreciate that. 73s and safe mobiling, and thanks so very much for saying thank you to a hero fighting the front lines. John, the other mobile station, come on in, please. This is Kilo 2H, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Yeah, Roger, Peter. The call here is Alpha Charlie 0, Victoria Baker Mobile. John in Red Wing, Minnesota, just sitting by the river doing some walleye fishing, Peter. Go ahead.
Thank you, John, very, very much. Thank you. That's a good point. Wildlife fishing. Most importantly, and let me say this, most importantly, this is an event that clearly we're talking about the heroes fighting COVID-19, all the stress and anguish they're going through on a daily basis. But let's not forget everyone else, all of us really, who certainly are also part of this. We're in this war together, and we feel the weight of it. And it's so important mentally to be able to keep ourselves as balanced as we can and not let this get to us. Clearly, if we watch the news a lot and we watch it every day, it may not be a good thing. And if we go to bed, the last thing we do is watch the 11 o'clock news and then go off to bed. That's not a good thing, in my opinion, either, to have that in your head, because your subconscious just keeps working on it and repeating it. It's good to go to bed with maybe some happy stuff, whether it's music that you listen to, whether there's a good book. But I think the news these days is the last thing you want to do. And of course, for me, I like to spend as little time as possible listening to the news, for sure. So wildlife fishing is one of those examples where we're doing something that's good for us, that's good for our mind, and it certainly will help us get through that, because there are a lot of people who are being affected by this and are having a difficult time coping with it. And they also have to be understood and recognized and taken care of as well. And the frontline workers are also involved with them. They're sick in a different way, in a temporary way, but nevertheless it is. So, the most important thing is a positive mental attitude, and do everything you can to keep that going. Thanks, John, for mentioning the fishing. It got me going on a little bit of a discussion, but thanks a lot for leading me into that. 73's John B. Well. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, a Uniform Foxtrot.
November Radio 4,
Whiskey.
Roger, thank you. November Radio 4 Whiskey. Thank you so very much. Good afternoon. Your name and your location. And if you have any stories for us on COVID, please say that. Otherwise, name and location will be fine. Go ahead.
The name is Jim, and the location is Flatwoods, Kentucky.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks so much for Flatwoods, Kentucky. I appreciate that. You 73s to you. Have a good day, good health. And certainly happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. That's for sure. 73s, Jim. Thanks a lot. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stoke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Charlie 9, Charlie Romeo Victor.
Roger, Kilo Charlie 9, Charlie Romeo Victor. Thank you so very much, sir. Your name and location.
The name is Ken, Kilo Echo November, located 25 miles southwest of Chicago.
Roger, thank you, Ken. 25 miles southwest of Chicago. I appreciate that. 73s, Ken. Thanks a lot for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Uniform Quebec station, Uniform Quebec.
Kilo Echo 8 November Uniform Quebec.
Roger, thank you. Kilo Echo 8 November Uniform Quebec. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Your name and location.
The name here is Brody. I'm in southern Ohio. You're coming in great here. You're pushing 20 over for me. Sounding really, really good today.
Thank you, Brody. Thank you so very much for your call in Southern Ohio. Yeah, I think my signal is perhaps being aided by the good work we're doing. I'd like to think that Karma is also helping on the signal as well. Thanks so much, Brody. 73s to you. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The station ending in Delta, please. Go ahead.
Okay, this is November Papa 2 Delta. My name is Tom. I'm in Palm Coast, Florida. I also want to say thanks to all the frontline people and everybody involved in this COVID-19. And then the best thing we can do, and that's what I am doing, is to continue to pray for everyone who involved. And because I know all of us is involved, and we know that God is in control, and He is going to stop it at His time in there. This is NP2D Tom, Palm Coast, Florida.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much for your good words, your good thoughts. And, yep, prayer is part of the equation, no doubt about that for sure. And thank you for acknowledging the heroes fighting COVID-19. And like all storms, this storm will pass as well. And after this storm passes, we'll be able to be more in control of it because we have brilliant people around the world working feverishly on this. It may not seem so, but we'll figure it out, and we'll do it. We'll be better next time. Thanks, Tom. 73's good health, good luck, and happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ. Roger, the Kilo Delta 4 station.
Kilo Delta 4 Golf Echo.
Roger, thank you so much. Kilo Delta 4 Golf Echo. Thank you so much, sir. Your name and location.
Name here is Daryl, Delta Alpha Radio Yankee Lima. I'm located in Aiken, South Carolina. Grid Square Echo Mike 93. Appreciate you being there. You're 5'9".
Thanks so very much, Daryl. I appreciate that. Our pleasure being here. It is one of the things the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club in Lyndhurst, Long Island, New York, Suffolk County does do a lot of special events. Clearly, we've been through a lot here in New York. A lot of states have been through a lot, and we like to say that we've been through too much. But anyway, Daryl, thanks a lot. 73s and good luck and good health, and be safe to you. Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ.
India Delta.
The station ending in India Delta, please.
Yes, sir. It's Whiskey Juliet 4, India Delta. My name is Teresa, and I'm in Tennessee.
Roger, thank you so very, very much, Teresa. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for making contact with us from Tennessee. Thank you also for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. 73s to you, Teresa. Be well and good health. Thank you so much. Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ. I believe it's Whiskey 4 Radio America. Go ahead. Then a Whiskey 4 station.
Yeah, Whiskey 4 Radio Echo Mexico, Radio Echo Mike.
Roger, thank you. Whiskey 4 Radio Echo Mike, thank you so very much. Your name and location.
Yeah, the name here is Ron, Romeo Oscar November. QCH is kind of a cloudy, rainy day in North Carolina. QSL.
Thank you, Ron, very much. I appreciate the contact. Thanks a lot. And, yep, your clouds will pass, your weather will get better. And certainly we hope that all of us will feel that very, very soon as well. 73s, QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
This is an 8ORH out of Cincinnati.
The company, the station in Cincinnati, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mark, N8ORH out of Cincinnati. Can you give me a quick station check, please?
Roger. Stand by one moment for you. Let me just get that right. Your call is. Let me just make sure that I have that here. I put the M instead. It's November 8, Oscar Romeo Hotel. That is correct. Yes, your signal report 10/9. Good audio. Go ahead.
Great. You don't hear any RF or any AC in my audio at all?
Negative. Don't hear that at all. Sounds clear and crisp. No distortion whatsoever, Mark.
Fantastic. Well, I've been working on this KWS-1 for 2 weeks now, but thank you very much. I'll let you go, and again, thank you very much for the check and 73s.
Well, the KWS-1, very interesting rig to work on. Here's what you can do, and just to hear it for yourself, you can go on my Twitch TV stream, and you can. We're now at 58. Boy, time flies. 58.21. Go to Twitch TV. Put my call sign in, Mark. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and you will be able then. Once I'm through with the broadcast, you can go back at that 58.22 mark, and you can listen to your audio. Roger that. Go ahead.
Great, thank you. I will check that out, and I appreciate it.
My pleasure. 73s too, and that's available to anyone. Anyone at all would like to get their own personal signal report. They can go in and listen to the feed later on. Thank you very much, Mark. 73s. This is Kilo 2 Hotel, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Tango.
Kilo 4, Lima Lima Echo.
Kilo Tango 5 Charlie.
Kilo Tango. A lot of strong stations out there. That's fantastic. Kilo Tango 5 Charlie, I believe. And name and location.
Roger, Mike in Tyler, Texas, and you're 5 and 9.
Right, thank you for Mike. I appreciate that. Thanks so very, very much for Tyler, Texas. I appreciate that. You 73s to you, and have a good day. Thanks for making contact with us and saying thank you to those fighting COVID-19. QRZ, special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo 4, Lima Lima Echo.
Roger, thank you. Kilo 4, Lima Lima Echo. Thank you so very much. Good afternoon. I believe your name is Peter. I think you're in South Carolina. Go ahead.
Roger, sir. You are 5'9" and 10 over in South Carolina. QSL?
QSL, thank you so very, very much. Thank you. And as I said, no need to get a signal report at all. What I prefer to spend the time on, if we have it, is a story about anyone at all that you know that may be a survivor involved with COVID-19, or just any hello at all. This is VE Day as well, so anything at all that's related to what we're involved with is fine. For now, we can leave signal reports out. Again, if anyone wants a report, I'll be happy to share it with us. Thanks, Peter, very, very much for saying hello. Thank you a bunch for participating in this special event station. 73s to you. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Tango Oscar Foxtrot, please.
November 4, Tango Oscar Foxtrot. This is Mike in Tennessee. You're 5'9".
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that very, very much. Thanks so much for saying hello in Tennessee and saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilowatt 6, Victor Whiskey Echo.
Roger, thank you. Big signal, thank you. Kilowatt 6, Victor Whiskey Echo. Thanks so much. Your name and location.
Roger, good afternoon. My name is Stan. I'm in central Michigan. The city is Midland, Michigan, and I just want to thank you for being there. And we're staying home and staying safe, and so far, so good. So thanks for being there and doing the special event. Back to you.
My pleasure, Stan. Thank you. It's our pleasure to do that. And while we're here, let me just mention something in Michigan, which you probably know. In Huron Township, Huron, Huron, Michigan paramedic and former Fire Lieutenant Paul Novicki. Let me get that right. Novicki, Novicki, just 51 years old. He passed away from COVID-19 from Huron Township. Not sure if you knew him or not, Stan, but I wanted to mention that. Go ahead.
No, I didn't know him. Huron County's a little ways from here. We're in Midland County. Huron County, I think, is down near Detroit or perhaps out in the Thumb. So don't know him, but very sad to hear about that situation, as well as the many others who have passed away fighting the virus. Give me your name, please.
My pleasure, Stan. It's Peter. Papa Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo, Peter. And my home call is Whiskey 2, Juliet, Victor.
Okay, very fine, very fine. Well, then thanks for being there, Peter, and thanks for the work you're doing. K2H, stroke SUF, this is K6VWE.
Thanks so much, Dan. I appreciate that. And, yeah, I mentioned that, and this was a fellow 51 years old, no previous signs of any pre-existing condition. So we can't take this lightly. We can't take this lightly at all. It's like roulette. It's very difficult. One person may have very mild symptoms, and a lot of them have many mild symptoms, and other people, it can hit them like a bolt of lightning or a ton of bricks, and some, like this gentleman who passed away in the township, he did make it. So it's very difficult to predict, and that's why we're being very cautious here in New York State, staying closed, because we still are in a situation that does not pass certainly the criteria to feel that things are abated very much. So if your state is open, that's great, but by all means, please be cautious and don't think that the all clear is out, because it's not, because every state cases continue to rise. Interesting article in today's New York Times. I've never seen this before, but it was a story, each little story with many, many graphs showing exactly where each particular point of reference was with regard to how things are going, where the curve is, how many new illnesses are coming on, how many deaths, and by county. So it's very thorough. Be careful out there and be safe, please. Thanks a lot, Stan. Appreciate that. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, I believe a W1 station?
WY1K.
Oh, Roger, WY1K. Thank you so very, very much. Name here is Peter, Long Island, New York. Your name and location.
My name is Mike, and I'm in Titusville, Florida, Peter.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for taking the time on the air to say thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. Really appreciate the contact. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra, a Uniform Foxtrot.
November X-ray 4 Bravo.
November X-ray 4 Bravo. Thank you so very, very much. Name and location.
The name is David. Location is Mount Sterling, Kentucky. You have a beautiful signal, and I'd like to say thank you for being here with us today.
My pleasure, really my pleasure. It's an honor for me. When the organizers of the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club came up with this special event, it was something that certainly I jumped on right away. I enjoy to support Aries and races as well, and that's fine, but there's nothing like being involved here and saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. And while you might think, well, we're saying thank you, are they hearing it? Well, we're packaging up these streams that we're doing every day and making it available to the healthcare workers and to the people fighting any area, whether it's a cashier, whether it's somebody picking up a sanitation person, a mail person, it doesn't matter. They're all have an opportunity to see this, and it's also being picked up by various news outlets as well, because what we're doing is a bit unusual, for sure. We amateur radio operators do unusual things, and a lot of folks don't have any idea what we do. But clearly, we're still very, very much pertinent, and we are involved in many activities where a lot of people aren't doing it. So they think it's great, and we really are happy to do it. Thanks so very much, Bill. I appreciate that. 73s to you. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. The Whiskey 8 station?
Whiskey 8, Florida, Lima Tango. Name here is Mike, and a beautiful signal. I'm across the puddle from you in Michigan, over.
Roger, Mike. Yeah, you're all responsible for all the weather that we get eventually. No, especially the lake effect weather, and the folks really in upstate New York, they can really complain about that. Anyway, 73's Mike. Thanks so much for making contact with us. Really appreciate you taking the time to say thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. 73's to you, sir. Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, QRZ.
Kilo 4 Sierra Romeo Whiskey.
Roger, Kilo 4 Sierra Romeo Whiskey. Got a big signal this afternoon. I think you're in Kentucky. Give me your name, please, and make sure that you are in Kentucky. Go ahead.
Roger, I'm located in Lexington, Kentucky. The name here is Steve, and thank you very much for taking my call. Really appreciate what you guys are doing out there.
Steve, thank you very much for that acknowledgement. We appreciate that. And you're in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. What a beautiful place. And next year, we're going to have the Kentucky Derby be better, bigger, and better than ever. And I really appreciate you acknowledging that so very, very much. Thank you. 73's to you. Be well, be safe, and please tell your spouse, I'm sure if it's appropriate, happy and healthy Mother's Day for sure. 73's, no matter what. QRZ. This is Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Echo 8, November Whiskey Hotel.
Roger, I think it's Kilo Echo 8 November Whiskey Hotel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct the call if it's not right, and your name and location.
Roger, QSL. This is Tom. Tom in Michigan. I do appreciate everyone working hard to keep us all safe. My wife did have a scare where she thought she had the virus, and we went to a testing center, and they were very kind to her and did the work to test to see how she was, if she had it or not. And it turns out she came back negative, so we're thankful for that. But it's a scare, for sure.
Oh, that's for sure, Tom. No doubt about that. And thank goodness the testing now that I believe Abbott Laboratories has developed is really fast and effective. And you bet. It's something that can be extremely anxiety-filled. So I'm really happy that worked out. And she's going to have, I think, the best Mother's Day she's ever had. Tom, 73's to you. And that's what this is about. We love to hear any kind of story at all that you'd like to share with us and share with the audience here that's listening not only on amateur radio but also on the different streams that we're doing today. 73's, thanks so very much. Kilo 2H, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening.
Kilo Golf 4, Bravo, Kilo Echo.
Bravo, Kilo Echo, thank you. Kilo Golf 4, Bravo, Kilo Echo. Thank you, good afternoon. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Your name and location.
Yeah, Peter, the name here is James, and I'm in North Carolina. Have you heard about the president, vice president testing positive?
Negative. Did not hear that. What we did hear today was that one of his aides tested positive, but negative information on that. As of let's see, right now it is Eastern Time, 3:29. That information I have for you is at about 1:30 or so. So no, the only thing I heard was an aide. Go ahead there, Jim.
Yeah, okay. Well, we appreciate that. But I heard yesterday about the aide, but I did get the information this morning. Said the president tested, the vice president Pence tested positive. So we have to recheck that. Okay, thank you. This is Kilo Golf 4, Bravo, Kilo Echo. Clear your freaks.
Not at all. 73's to you as well. And, yep, it's something to certainly confirm. 73's to you. Be well. Thank you so much. Be safe for yourself. QRZ, Kilo 2H, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo Golf 9, Juliet Tango Uniform. Not sure I have that right. I have Kilo Golf 9, Juliet Tango Uniform. Please correct me on that and your name and location. Go ahead.
Right there, that's Kilo Delta 9 Juliet Tango Uniform. Name is Steve, Sierra Tango, Echo Victor Echo, and location is in Indiana.
Roger, thank you. And it's Kilo Delta 9, Juliet Tango Uniform. Go ahead.
Roger, KD9JTU.
Roger, Steve. Thanks so much. Thanks for repeating that and correcting that for me. And thank you for the information on Linton, Indiana. I'm looking at a gorgeous picture here is that you in the stream there? It looks like you're walking in the stream. But once again, I want to bring attention to things that we can do during this pandemic, during this war. We can do to relax ourselves and look for that and actually make sure that we take care of ourselves. Is that you in the stream there, Steve? Go ahead.
Roger, yes it is, Peter. I'm a native of Utah, and I go back there several times a year, and that's me back in the mountains I grew up in.
Lucky you. What a beautiful memory to have. That's gorgeous. That's fantastic. Yeah, I have a friend of mine, not in that location because you're more north. He is in St. George, Utah, so that's pretty far south, I guess, from where you were. 73s to Steve. Thanks a lot. Thanks for sharing that picture on QRZ. Those people that are watching the stream right now can see that beautiful picture, and hopefully just take a deep breath. Look at those mountains. Look at those trees. Look at the stream. Look at those beautiful rocks around the stream and just say, yeah, America is a beautiful place to be, and I certainly want to be positive about that as well. 7-3, Steve. Thanks so much. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ.
That's K4JSC, Kilo 4 Juliet, Foxtrot Charlie.
Roger, thank you so much for repeating that. Kilowatt 4 Juliet Foxtrot Charlie. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. Your name and location.
Roger, name is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and we're in White Pine, Tennessee.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks very much for White Pine, Tennessee. Thanks for making contact with the special event station. And more importantly, your contact is saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. Thank you. QRZ, QRZ. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Charlie Juliet.
Yankee Oscar.
Kilo Delta 9, come on back, please.
Kilo Yankee 9, Kilo Yankee Oscar.
Wow, that's an interesting call. Okay, I'll get that down. Kilo Yankee 9, Kilo Yankee Oscar. Do I have that right?
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you for answering to my call. You got 5-9 plus in Chicago. And the name is Farrell, Romeo Echo Lima Lima, QSL.
Orel, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. I have a cousin in Pennsylvania. Her name is Aurelia, and just a beautiful name. Thanks so much. 73s, have a good day. Thanks for making contact with us. QRZ, special event station, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Charlie Juliet.
Roger, thank you much. Kilo Delta 8, Whiskey Charlie Juliet. Thank you so much, sir. Your name and location.
My name is John. I'm located in the state of Ohio, and you are 10 and 20 over.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for Warren, Ohio. Thanks for saying thank you by making a contact with us, and really appreciate everyone's patience waiting online, so to speak, and making contact with us and saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. Thanks a lot. 73s to you. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
November 8, X-Ray, Queen, Mexico.
Roger, thank you. I think it's November 8, X-Ray, Queen, Mexico. Let me know if I don't have that right, and your name and location. Go ahead.
Yeah, 100%. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, and we're near the city of Worcester, Ohio, southwest of Cleveland here in the heart of Amish country.
Roger, the heart of Amish country. Also, thank you for Burbank, Ohio, Doug. I appreciate that. And if I'm not wrong, yep, looks like you're proudly wearing an Ohio State shirt. Go ahead.
Yes, QSL. My daughter's a graduate of the speech and hearing doctorate program at Ohio State, and we're an Ohio State fan.
Well, that is fantastic, and that's a wonderful program. Have a good friend here that we share the Races Net with. She's an audiologist, so fantastic, and you look great there. That red really pops out of the picture. Your equipment pops too, but the shirt is a big pop. Thanks, Doug. 73s, and to your wife, happy and healthy Mother's Day, please. Thank you very much. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you. Kilo Alpha 9. You didn't think I'd get this right. Zulu, Zulu Tango. I repeat, Kilo Alpha 9, Zulu, Zulu Tango. Thank you very much. Your name and location.
Name is Dennis. I live in Oak Forest, Illinois, about an arm's length from the south side of Chicago.
Roger, thank you. An arm's length is good. That's fantastic. Thanks so much, Dennis. Thanks for making contact with us. Thanks for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Really appreciate that. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
November 8 Hotel Mike Delta.
Roger, thank you. November 8, Hotel Mike Delta. Thank you so much. Your name and location, sir.
My name is Chuck, and I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Thank you, Chuck. Took a little sip of my tea, so sorry for the delay. Thanks, Chuck, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Appreciate that. Thanks for making contact with the special event station. And certainly, if you haven't had a chance, you can go to the Kilo 2 Hotel QRZ site and read a lot about what we're doing, what it's about, how it all began, and more importantly, get yourself a very nice certificate that you can collect. 73s to you, and be well, be safe. Kilo 2 Hotel, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Foxtrot Hotel Zulu.
The Kilo Foxtrot 9 with the Hotel Zulu. Go ahead.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Foxtrot Hotel Zulu.
Roger, thank you. Kilo, thanks for the correction. Kilo Foxtrot 5, Foxtrot Hotel Zulu. Thank you so very much. Your name and location.
Thank you very much. Name James. I'm in Louisiana. Thank you for what you're doing, and also all the first responders. Thank them also.
Thank you so much, James. We will. They hear us. They hear us saying thank you for the first responders. And those folks listening on the stream, if you know a first responder, by all means, thank them. James just sent a big thank you out, and I pass it on to you as well. And by the way, if there are some stations there that are perhaps low-power stations running with just a wire perhaps, if you'd like to make contact with us, you can go up to our site at Twitch TV with my call sign, and in the chat box, just put a little message to me, and I'll be more than happy to acknowledge that. If you just want to type any kind of message at all whatsoever, please, by all means, do that. I think it gives a little bit more, perhaps, dimension to what we're doing. And those folks also that are not involved in amateur radio, some of those young folks out there that might be saying, oh, this is just dull, I don't want to sit by a radio, they can see how we can do a lot of the things that the gaming people can do and use a lot of the accessories, the techniques, and the add-ons. So, yeah, by all means, if you'd like to set up... go into, while we're watching this, while you're looking at it, why don't you join in on the Twitch TV channel and put a couple of words in the chat window. We'd love to read them back to you guys. And you can say thank yous to some of the people fighting COVID-19 through that, and I'd love to report that as well. Anyway, thanks so very much to James 73s. Be well, good health. QRZ, Kilo 2H, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, okay, I hear a station. That's a QRP station. I hear a QRP station. Come on in, give me your call a couple of times. Go ahead.
Uniform Oscar India. Uniform Oscar India. Over.
Roger, are you a QRP station? Uniform Oscar India. Go ahead.
QSL.
Okay, give me the prefix of your call. Go ahead.
Kilo Delta 6, Uniform Oscar India, Eastern Tennessee. Kilo Delta 6, Uniform Oscar India, Eastern Tennessee.
Roger, thanks so much for repeating the call. Kilowatt Delta 6, Uniform Oscar India. Thank you so much. What is your name and location? Go ahead.
Tango, Oscar, Delta, Todd.
Roger.
Tennessee.
Roger, Todd. Thanks so much. And Todd, how much power are you running? Go ahead.
100 watts, but my antenna is below ground. Believe me or not, I'm just below ground in my garage. Over.
Well, okay. I mean, it's not QRP by the legal definition, but anything below ground, I got to give some acknowledgement to that. Okay, Todd. Thanks a lot. Maybe that's a first here during this special event, an antenna that's below ground. But you're working it. I mean, clearly it's working. So it says one thing, that we can experiment if we're in a HOA area and we don't think that we can get out. Here's an example. You might be able to, and you might not think so. So good work, Todd. Now, there's a QRP station, a K4, I believe, a K4. Come on back with your call a couple of times, please. Go ahead.
Here in Eastern Tennessee, below ground. Over.
Is that Kilowatt 4, November, Papa? Go ahead. All righty, Bill. Anderson, South Carolina. I will give you a signal report. That is a 5 and 5. 5 and 5, Bill. How much power are you running? Go ahead. That 2.5 watts to the antenna. Great job. Thank you so much, Bill. Appreciate that. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Bill? Go ahead. Bill, we just lost you, Bill. One more time. Your signal just dropped out. Try again. K4NNP, K2HSUF.
Mexico 0, United, Oscar, Oscar.
Not at all, Todd. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. A pleasure, Bill, rather. A pleasure, and that's great work with the QRP station. Nice to experiment, see just what is possible, really, for sure. There is a station in Mexico Zero. Stand by, Mexico Zero. Like to see if there's any other QRP stations. Any other QRP stations on the frequency? Go ahead. I believe, is that a QRP station, a Kilo Golf 5? Go ahead.
Yes, Kilo Golf 5, Alpha, Mexico 0, United, Oscar, Oscar.
Yeah, Mexico Zero, just stand by for a moment if you wouldn't mind. Kilo Golf 5, give me your full call again, please.
Kilo Golf 5, is Kilo Golf 5, Alpha, X-Ray, Zulu, Alpha, X-Ray, Zulu, over.
Roger, thank you so much. Thank you, Kilo Golf 5, Alpha X-Ray Zulu. Thank you so much. Your name and your location and how much power you're running. Go ahead.
Okay, Peter, this is Kilo Golf 5, Alpha, X-Ray, Zulu. The name here is Al. The name here is Al.
Roger, Al. And what is your power level? What's your power level, Al? Go ahead.
I'm running only 5 watts right now. 550 only over.
Roger, 5 watts. Well, that is terrific. Outstanding for you. Good for you. That is nice. You're doing a fantastic job. Appreciate that. 73s, be well and good luck, and have a good day, and thanks for experimenting, and been spotted by K2 TV. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that very much. Thank you. Any other QRP stations on the frequency? Go ahead.
N4 Hotel, Victor Bravo.
Roger, N4, November 4, Hotel Victor Bravo. Thank you so much. Give me your name and how much power you're running.
My name is Rick. My wife's station, her name is Phyllis, running 8 watts QRP, over.
Roger, 8 watts on QRP. Outstanding. And Phyllis, you got a good station running there. Terrific. Very well done. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. You're in the log. Thank you. Any other QRP stations? Go ahead.
Uniform Oscar India question.
The Uniform Oscar India has a question. Yes. What's your question, sir?
How much power are you running? What's your elevation? What antenna are you on? Because I'm in the basement, as you know. Over.
Roger, I'll just tell you this. I have very good elevation here. We're up about 300 feet. So that's helping us a lot. And most importantly, it's very quiet here. Go ahead.
QSL. How much power? Over.
Yeah, we're running right now about, let's see, 400 watts, 400 watts. Go ahead.
QSL. Good to know. You are just S9.5 in Eastern Tennessee on my basement antenna.
Okay, well, that's good. Well done. Thank you so much. And again, good job. Okay, any other QRP stations? Go ahead.
Whiskey Delta.
The Whiskey Delta station?
Yeah, it's Whiskey Delta 8 to Papa Alpha Victor in Ohio.
Roger, Whiskey Delta 8, Papa Alpha Victor. Thank you so much. Your name and how much power you're running?
Name is Ken, and I'm running 5 watts on an inverted V.
Wow, 5 watts on an inverted V. Outstanding. That is just really impressive. And once again, the test to all of us is you can operate on 20 meters with low power and a modest antenna system and really be effective. Ken, great job. Thanks so very much for putting that signal on the air. What is the rig that you're using? Go ahead.
Yeah, November Charlie Tango. Yeah, come back with that again.
Yes, what rig are you using? Go ahead.
Okay, The rig is the ICOM 7300. 7300. Let me determine what kind of power how signal am I giving you at 5 watts?
Roger, you're doing good. Your signal is you got a 5 and 5 with 5 watts. 5 and 5 with 5 watts. Yeah, and the 7300 is a really a terrific rig. It really is. Doing a great job. Go ahead.
Yeah, also the 7610, but I like the 7300. That's what I've been working on.
Good job. Well, listen, 73s, a lot of stations would like to contact us, so look forward to contacting you again in the future with my home call, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Any other QRP stations, again, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. We're honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19, and I'd like to know if there are any other QRP stations that'd like to make contact with us. Go ahead.
100 watts.
The Whiskey Kilowatt station, please. Roger, thank you. I like the 2x1s for sure. Whiskey Kilowatt 8 Echo. Your report is a 5 and 7. How much power are you running, and what is your name? Four watts to a dipole. Outstandingly, good job. Congratulations. Thanks so much, and thank you for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. I think what's interesting here about this as well is giving us an idea how we could run a amateur radio station modestly but effectively. Believe me, I don't have anything unusual here that allows me to hear stations that others can't hear. So let's hear any other QRP stations. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. There's a November station. Now, do I have it right? Kilo November 4 Mike Oscar. Go ahead. Roger, in the log. Thank you so much for repeating that. Kilo November 4 Sierra Mike Oscar. Thanks so much. Your name and your name, and most importantly, how much power you're running. Roger, Scott, thanks so much. Acknowledged. And what is your power level? Go ahead.
I'm running Yaesu 991A, and I just turned it down to 5 watts. Over.
Roger, okay, 991A, 5 watts. Thanks, Scott. Really appreciate that. 73s, be well. Thanks, stations, for being patient. We'll come back to low-power stations later on, any stations that's under 10 watts. 73s. All right, here we go. Let's talk to anyone, anywhere. You know what? I'll tell you what. This guy, let's see if he's standing by the Mike 0. I think it's Uniform Oscar Oscar. I repeat, Mike 0, Uniform Oscar Oscar. Are you on frequency? Negative, heard. The November 0 station, come on in. Roger, November 0, Germany, Whiskey, Mexico, in Colorado. What is your name? Go ahead. Thank you, Leon. Thanks so much for making contact with the special event station representing one of the 62 counties in New York State. This is Suffolk County, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. QRZ, special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. There's a station ending in X-ray, please.
November 4, Sierra Alpha X-ray.
Roger, thank you. November 4, Sierra Alpha X-ray. Thank you so much. Your name and your location.
Name is Randy, Romeo Alpha Nancy Delta Yankee, located in Niceville, Florida, and you're 5'9" plus.
That sounds like a nice place to live. Niceville, Florida. Thanks so much, Randy. Appreciate that. Thanks for saying thank you to the people fighting the COVID-19 virus. I really appreciate that. Let's see. We have a message here. WA8 097 shortwave listener. Okay, that's a shortwave listener. WA8097 SWL listening in via the Northern Utah 2 SDR. QTH is Gilbert, West Virginia. Thanks a lot for saying good luck with the contacts. Second time I've caught you broadcasting. Yes, 73s to you as well. And if you would like a card commemorating this event, by all means, go to the K2H website. mention what time you heard me and on this frequency. And if you'd like a certificate, we'd be happy to get you. Thank you a lot. There are a lot of shortwave listeners on, and clearly we'd be more than happy to give you a certificate for sure. 73s. Thanks a lot. QRZ, Kilo 2, Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. There's a November 9 station.
November 9, November Charlie Tango. November 5.
Roger, thank you. November 9, November Charlie Tango. Thanks so much. Your name and location?
Yes, sir. My name is Greg from Kaukauna, Wisconsin. I have two nieces who are RNs working very hard with this virus, so praying for them and everybody. Back to you, sir.
You bet. You bet. This is certainly a difficult time we're going through for sure, Greg. Thanks a lot. Greg, did you mention that you had somebody in your family that's been stricken with the virus? Go ahead.
No, sir. I have two nieces working as RNs in the hospitals here locally, and so we're really praying hard for all the nurses and all the healthcare professionals.
You bet. Would you be kind enough to give me your niece's first names? Go ahead.
Yes, one is Nicole and Michelle. Over.
Roger, Nicole and Michelle. Nicole and Michelle, thank you so very, very much for your service, putting your life on the line. You know, there's a gentleman who has one of the best overall remote ham stations in the world, I believe, and that's Whiskey 2 Romeo Echo W2RE Ray. His QTH is in upstate New York, and his wife Lori, is a registered nurse. Excuse me, a registered nurse in Westchester County, and Lori came down with COVID-19, and thank goodness Lori was in superb health, and she was able to get through it. It knocked her for a loop. Ray had to self-quarantine about an hour and a half away while she was going through this for at least, I think, 25 days or so. So, you know, we hear a lot of those stories, and certainly we pray for your nieces that they go through this well and they have all the PP equipment that they need. Thanks a lot for mentioning that. We really appreciate that. More stories, the better. I got a chat from EJST1348. He says, thank you. Wish I had my recorder going. Well, you know, one thing you have for sure is this is all being recorded and saved through the Twitch TV channel. So maybe you could pick up some recordings from that if you would like. I just put my call sign in, W2JV on Twitch TV. Thanks a lot, EJST1348. Appreciate that. 73s to you and good luck. Thanks for listening. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. There's so many of them unspoken, but we'd love to get their names out if we can. This is Sierra Uniform Foxtrot designation, QRZ. Roger, okay. November 5, Hotel Yankee Victor. I'm not sure if when I hear the word Yankee, the letter rather, Yankee, I hear better all of a sudden. You know, I'm a lifelong New York Yankee fan. My dad took me to my first game in 1957 and had the fortunate luck to see Mickey Mantle play and toss me a ball. So, yeah, it must be the Yankee that all of a sudden I get 20/20 hearing. Anyway, November 5, Hotel Yankee Victor. Please, your name and your location, sir.
At 6 inches off the ground with 100 watts, QSL.
Well, I QS all of that, you know, and I will tell you, your signals are 10 over 9 with the ground-mounted vertical and 100 watts. Fantastic job in a state, in many parishes there, Paul, that have been hard hit, and our thoughts and our prayers go out to Louisiana, that they certainly can benefit from some good luck and good health and good weather for sure. And may the hurricane season be a mild one for you. Thanks, Paul. 73s to you. Good luck, good luck, good health. Be well. 73s. QRZ. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, a Uniform Foxtrot. The station ending in Yankee again, please.
Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Oscar Yankee.
The Foxtrot station stand by, but the Yankee station, come on back again.
Yes, sir. Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Oscar Yankee.
Thank you so much. Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Oscar Yankee. Thanks so much. Give me your name and location.
Greg. I'm in Thomaston, Georgia.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that. Thanks for making contact with us. Thanks again for being patient, all of you, for standing by and wanting to say thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Really appreciate that. There's a YL that's coming in there. Would you please give me your call? Go ahead.
Yes, my call sign is Kilo Golf 5, Whiskey Delta Foxtrot. That's Kilo Golf 5, Whiskey Delta Foxtrot. My name is Monique, and I'm in Sugar Land, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston. Could I get your call sign, please? And thank you for everything you're doing for the coronavirus. Over.
Roger, Monique. My pleasure. Kilo Golf 5, Whiskey Delta Foxtrot. Thanks, Monique. Sugar Land, Texas. Appreciate that very, very much. Yes, my personal home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, and the station call here is Kilo 2 Hotel Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Anything more that you need, Monique? Go ahead.
Yes, for the
8 kilowatt.
call sign, I got Kilo 2 Hotel, but I didn't get the rest of the suffix. Could you come again, please?
My pleasure. My pleasure, Nick. It's Kilo 2 Hotel Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. I repeat, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, and that's an appendage for Suffolk County. QSL, Monique, go ahead. Roger, Roger, Monique. That is correct. 100%, Monique. Thanks, Monique, very, very much. I appreciate that, and you certainly have the discipline of someone that perhaps either is in Races or Aries. Well done, and very well said. Thanks, Monique. 73s. Thanks for saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. We really appreciate that. QRZ. This is Kilo 2 Hotel Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Delta 9, Lima Foxtrot Whiskey Portable.
Roger, thank you. Kilo Delta 9, Lima Foxtrot Whiskey Portable. Name and location, please.
Thank you very much. The name here is Stewart, Sierra Tango Uniform, Alpha Romeo Tango. You're coming in strong 5-9 into Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Roger, Stewart. And just to confirm your call, Kilo Delta 9, Lima Foxtrot Whiskey. Is that correct?
Roger, that's correct.
Stuart, thank you so much. Thank you for making contact, and you got a really strong signal, at least 959 from your portable location. 73s to you as well. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Hotel Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Delta 0, Victor Hotel Delta.
Roger, Kilo Delta 0, Victor Hotel Delta. Thank you. Name and location, please.
Thank you. Name here is Kevin. Location is Central Colorado, Charlie Oscar.
Kevin, thank you for Central Colorado. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Thanks so much for making contact with us and saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Hero Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Romeo.
Roger, Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Romeo. Thank you. Good signal. A name and location, please.
The name is Alex. I'm located in Southwest Florida, Naples, Florida, near 5-9.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for your signal report from Naples, Florida. You're doing well, too. 10 over 9 here, Long Island, New York. Name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The station ending in kilowatt?
Kilowatt, Echo 8, kilowatt, Oscar.
Roger, Kilowatt Echo 8 Kilowatt Oscar. Thank you so very much. Your name and location.
My name is Tony Tango Oscar, November Yankee. Location is Franklin, Ohio. Franklin, Ohio. Just south of Dayton, Ohio. About 14 miles south of Dayton, Ohio. QSL.
Well, QSL, 14 miles south of Dayton, and of course, certainly it's sad that we're not able to have the convention, but next year in Xenia, we will have the convention for sure, bigger and better than ever. 7-3's Tony, thanks a lot. Be well, be safe there in Ohio. Do very much appreciate the contact, really do. And wish you well and your family well. And let me say, VE Day, we're celebrating that today as well. and we're celebrating certainly the beginning of what we'll call Mother's Day weekend. 7-3s to you. Be well. Kilo 2 Hero Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
WB8 Delta Delta Victor.
Roger, thank you. Big signal, WB8 Delta Delta Victor. Thank you so much. Name and location.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Peter. I think it's Peter. You're 5'9", by the way, in Brighton, Michigan. My name is Randy. Over.
Thank you, Randy. Thanks so much. Yes, it is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. And thank you so much for saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19 from Michigan. Appreciate that. 73s, thanks a lot for your patience and everybody hanging in there and making contact with us. 7-3s. Thank goodness we'll be on for the entire month of May. And you can say thank you as many times as you want. There's no such thing as any prohibition against dupes. There's no such thing as that in this event. 73s is more about the thank yous that we'd like to share with the people fighting COVID-19, the heroes fighting it. Thanks so much. Thank you very, very much. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stoke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot, QRZ. There's a Victor station in the works, a Victor station?
Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Golf.
Roger, thank you. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Golf. Thanks so much. Welcome on board. Welcome a lot to our Heroes event. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Roma. Your name and location?
USO Peter, the handle is Bob Bravo Oscar Bravo, QTH is Toronto, Ontario. So stay safe, and thanks to all the people who are doing all the work to keep us safe as well.
Roger, thank you, Bob, from Toronto, Ontario. Yeah, we're being safe. All of us here that are on the air right now, we know one thing. We're being safe, and we're certainly doing enhanced distancing. And this is the way to make our contacts, and we can be as social as we want. 7-3s. Thanks a lot, Bob. Thanks for saying hello to us from Canada. 7-3s to you. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. November, Oscar 9, go ahead.
November, Oscar 9, Juliet. How you doing, Peter? Name here is Bill, Bravo, India, Lima, Lima. You're 5'9" into Western Illinois.
Bill, I'm doing pretty well. Certainly, I wouldn't call it a grind. You know, it's interesting. When you're doing something, and you know that, when you're doing either it's a job, and this is not a job, this is a service, but when you're doing something you really enjoy, when you really feel like you're getting the word out and doing something that is as valuable as we can do here in amateur radio, it feels good. And no matter what the grind is, we can get through it. Thanks a lot, Bill. Be well, be safe in Illinois, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. 7-3s. QRZ, we're honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. And a lot of them know who they are, but we want to specially recognize them. And every contact we make is a thank you for that. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. There's a November 6 station. Roger, thank you so much for that. Whiskey, November 6, Whiskey, Juliet Alpha, Portable 9. Thank you so much. Your name and location.
Name here is Ed, Echo Delta. QTH is North Chicago suburbs. North Chicago suburbs.
Thank you, Ed. And let me just confirm, make sure I have the call. It's November 6, Whiskey, Juliet Alpha. Is that correct?
Roger, Roger.
Thank you, Ed. Thanks so much, and thanks for taking the time to set up Portable, making contact with us, and saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. November 9, Papa Tango Uniform. November 9, Papa Tango Uniform. Thank you. Your name and location.
November 9, Papa Tango Uniform. Name is Bud Baker, United Delta. Location, Peoria, Illinois. Peoria, Illinois.
Thank you, Bud, from Peoria, Illinois. Thanks so much for making contact with us, and thanks for taking the time to say thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. 73s to you. Be well and good health, and have a wonderful weekend. This is Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. There's a November 2 station, I believe.
Yes, sir. This is November 2, Papa Tango Bravo, in Tennessee. Good afternoon. How are you? Name here is Angel.
Angel, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. November 2, Papa Tango Bravo. Angel's a very appropriate name. There was an event that was on last week. I think it's running until the 17th. It's a station, I believe, in the Netherlands, and it's the Netherlands call sign with the last suffix of angels, celebrating the nurses in the around the world and in the Netherlands. Thank you, Angel, very, very much. Thanks for making contact with us in Tennessee in 73s, and be well, be safe, and good health, and be patient with this, all of us. Kilo 2 Hotel Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Whiskey 9 station. Roger, thank you. Whiskey 9 Alpha Bravo Foxtrot. Thank you so much. Your name and location.
Location is southeast Wisconsin. Name is Paul. Papa Alpha Uniform Lima. Over.
Thank you, Paul. Southeast Wisconsin. I appreciate it. I think you're in Delavan, Wisconsin. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. 73s to you in good health and be well. And thanks for making contact with us. QRZ. Roger. Kilo Yankee 8 Kilo. Thanks so much. Your name and location. Thank you, Carney in Richmond, Kentucky. Appreciate that. Thanks so much for taking the time, turning on your rig, tuning up, and saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Thanks so much. QRZ, Kilo 2, Heroes, Stoke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
November Delta 7, Japan.
November Delta 7, Japan. Have a nice, very big signal and fantastic audio. Your name and location, please.
Hey, thanks for that signal and audio report. You're also coming in great into North Carolina. The name is Bob, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo, call sign November Delta 7, Japan, and I am in Edneyville, North Carolina, western side of the North Carolina. Anyway, appreciate you doing the event. I've worked a few of you guys. I stumble across you for sure. Appreciate it. You have a great day. November Delta 7, Japan. Back to you.
Roger, Bob. Thank you for Edneyville, North Carolina, November Delta 7, Juliet. Thanks so much. Your QRZ page is up, and looks like you're a professional photographer. See a beautiful, looks like a, well, I don't know if it's a calendar or it's a photo, and from this distance, hard to tell, but looks like a beautiful white horse somebody is running. And I saw another picture. Oh, yeah, another picture at your feet. It looks like a blue Porsche. Correct me on both pictures, please, Bob. Go ahead.
Okay, so the upper picture is an equestrian event. I photograph equestrian events, and the lower picture is NASCAR. That one there looks like Brad Keselowski several years ago at my feet. That was a picture they took of me when they did an article on me. Excuse me, no, I'm not famous. But, yeah, so that's NASCAR and equestrian. That's the type of photography that I currently am unable to do, but normally do.
Roger, Bob. Yep, exactly. And, that's certainly, again, another casualty of this war. So many of us that are not employed, not able to do what we normally do, not able to wake up in the morning and do normal things. And as I said earlier, that can have an effect on us, and we have to make sure that we understand that we're going to get through this and get back to work, and things will normalize. But let me say, beautiful stuff for sure. Very, very nice photographs. Really very well done. And, yeah, where was that article written about you, Bob? Go ahead.
In the local Times News here in Hendersonville. It was, well, I've got a thing on my wall they sent me. I think maybe I want to say 2007. I'll turn it back to you and go look.
Roger, yeah, okay, yeah, because some things like, we amateur radio operators like to support and help one another, and, who knows, I suppose my question to you would be, would you be willing, if people are interested in doing QSL cards, and, have you done QSL cards before? Thanks, stations, for letting us just take a minute or two for a QSO. Do appreciate that. Back to you, Bob, if you have that information. November Delta 7 Juliet. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Hey, Roger, yeah, you actually, I don't want to discuss this on the air, but if you go to my website, which you can get to from QRZ, all my contact information is up there, and you can give me a call. We can talk about it off air. But yes, I can help you with that.
Roger. Okay, stations. There you go. By the way, did you find out when the article was produced? Go ahead.
2012 is when they wrote it, and it was written up in the Times News. They had a thing there called Got a Minute, and I met a guy at Bristol, a photographer for the news. I shouldn't tell you this story, but I will. I met a photographer for the news, the Times News, and he was standing there at the track, and I had all these cameras around my neck, and there he was, just kind of standing there looking at this camera. He had in one hand and a big long lens in the other. He looked completely lost. It was kind of funny to see. Obviously, he had never shot NASCAR before with a big lens. Anyway, I walked over there and smiled and got talking, and he ended up doing that.
Well, that is a terrific story. That's a good deed done story, and I will tell you that Bristol is one of my favorite NASCAR tracks, and I think it's one of the best tracks on the circuit. You really get close to the action, and you see some terrific door-to-door action. It's an outstanding track, and you really have to have a good setup on the car and be one heck of a driver. Bob, I'll send it to you for your final. Thanks a lot for the time. November Delta 7 Juliet, Kilo 2 Hotel, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Hey, thanks for getting me in the log. If you'd like to give me a call, my contact information's on my website. You guys have a great day. Thanks for the event. This is November Delta 7 Japan 73.
73's to you, and thanks, Station, for letting us talk a bit. Thank you, Bob. November, let's see, Kilo 4 Papa India Mike.
Roger, this is Kilo 4 Papa India Mike. My name is Tim, Papa India Mike. Just like the call sign suffix, I'm located in Central Florida, in the villages about 50 miles northwest of Orlando. Your signal is 5x6 here, over.
Yes, Pim. We know the villages well. A lot of our friends are there and spend some off time there as well. Thanks a lot, Pim. You're in the log. Thanks so very much for the contact. Thanks for your patience while we talked with another fellow amateur. Appreciate that. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, special event honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. QRZ.
Kilo 4 Romeo Charlie Whiskey.
Kilo 4 Romeo Charlie Whiskey. Thank you so much. Name and location.
The name is Tom, Winfield, Alabama. Name is Tom in Winfield, Alabama. You are 5'9". Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you for your making contact with us. Winfield, Alabama. That thank you will go directly from me to a hero fighting COVID-19, whoever they are, EMTs, nurses, doctors, paramedics, those delivering our mail, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We all know who they are. Tommy, thank you so much. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Papa Zulu India, please.
Kilo Charlie 9, Papa Zulu India, Kevin from Wisconsin.
Roger, thank you. Kilo Charlie 9, Papa Zulu India. Thank you, Kevin, from Wisconsin. I appreciate that. I think in Janesville, lovely area. Thanks so much, Kevin, for making contact with us. Be well, be safe out there, and I wish everybody a happy Mother's Day, and certainly also a congratulations. We're at VE Day as well. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Kilo 0, I think it's Tango Hotel. I'm not sure. Portable. Go ahead.
You almost got it. Thanks for picking me up. It's Kilo 0 Sierra Tango Hotel. We're doing 100 watts, about 25 foot up NVIS MCOM test. Thanks so much for doing what you're doing. My name's Christian. We're just north of St. Louis in Missouri. Over.
Roger, Christian. I'm just getting your name in here, making sure it's all in the log. And Christian, I want to make sure. Kilo 0 Sierra Tango Hotel. Is that a Roger?
Roger that. You're 25 over. We're just 20 miles north of St. Louis. Over.
Roger, 20 miles north of St. Louis. Thank you, Christian. And also for your report, you are 25 over 9. Just a fantastic signal and just outstanding audio. What kind of a rig are you using? Go ahead.
Well, thank you for saying that. It's the ICOM 7300. We're just using a dipole for 20 meters, about 25 feet high, testing the NVIS quality. Not too much happening on 20, but the rest of the bands, 40 and 80, pretty cruddy today, so I switched over to the 20 and see what we could do. But you sound great. Thanks for doing what you do.
Christian, my pleasure. And give me tell me, I'm not clear on the NBIS. What's that about?
Oh, this is just an antenna that's a little bit lower to the ground than it should be. So with the Aries, the local Aries team, I've been testing out some HF capabilities, trying to get some closer in borders, closer to Missouri. So we're looking at Kansas, trying to see what we can do in Illinois with a pretty low antenna, just to see if we could count beds if we needed to, or get supplies into Missouri. The backbone of the MCOM world is digital and 2 meter, but I like to test the HF stuff as well. Of course, this isn't an NBIS contact here. It's not close in. But what state are you in, by the way?
Roger, thank you so much, Christian. Thank you for the detail and information. And let me, before I forget, I'm not an employee of ICOM. I don't receive any royalties from them. But the ICOM 7300, folks, I think that is one of the best values on the market today. Not only that, it produces one of the best signals out there. Here you are at 100 watts, and clearly audio is always so important, almost worth a couple of dB. And you can have a lesser antenna, but somehow with the 7300, with their audio quality, it really makes a difference. We're located, this is New York State, particularly we're downstate. The town is Northport, Long Island, New York, about 45 miles east of New York City, Christian. Go ahead.
Well, I tell you what, you got great ears, too, to pile up. And I appreciate everybody just pausing to take the time to get me in. Thank you so much. Again, the name's Christian. I didn't catch yours.
Roger, Christian. It's Peter, Papa Echo, Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, Peter, whatever you're doing on your end is beautiful. 25 over, lots of power, and certainly clear. And I echo your sentiments on the 7300. It's a tough to beat. There's so much going on with this rig, and it's light enough to take out in the field for me. So I dig it. 73. Take care of yourself. I'll be clear and pass it back to you.
Not at all, and good for your work with Aries, for sure. Really valuable to make sure that you can, in fact, put a signal on the air, whether it's VHF, UHF, or importantly on HF. Thanks a lot. Thank you, stations, also for letting us have a QSO from time to time. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot, always remembering that we're here to honor the heroes fighting COVID-19. The W9 with the X-ray.
Yeah, the call is W9, United X-ray. The name here is Marvin, located in Linwood, Illinois. Good, strong 5-9 signal. Just want to tell you thanks for being there. And I am a tractor-trailer driver for the post office.
Well, thank you so much. There you are, right on the front lines, tractor-trailer driver for the post office. Really appreciate the work you do and getting the mail out. There's one thing about snow and sleet and storms and hurricanes, but nothing like this, where you have to really battle through this and be very, very careful. Please be safe out there, Marvin. And we're looking at a picture right now, those that are streaming, watching the live stream now on Twitch TV. They're looking right down the middle of your station, and you've got a lot of nice rigs over there. Looks like you have an Ameritron over to the right. Nice radios, looking good. I hope you're enjoying them. What rig are you using right now, Marvin? Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for checking out my page. Right now I'm running the Yaesu FTDX 5000 MP, and I'm running legal limit right now out of a QRO HF 2500DX. With the 8 element Force 12 up at 55 feet pointed your way there, over.
Wow, we're all jealous. What a wonderful setup. Fantastic station. Really doing a great job. And the FTDX is, again, another outstanding rig. It really is. 73's Marvin. Safe driving. Be healthy out there. Be safe out there. And by all means, thank you so much for what you do, Marvin. 73's. QRZ. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, a Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey 4, Charlie Bravo.
The Charlie Bravo again?
Whiskey 4, Charlie Bravo.
Roger, thank you. Whiskey 4, Charlie Bravo. Thanks so very much. Your name and location, sir?
Yeah, name's Chip here, and I'm in a little town called Athens, Alabama, just west of Huntsville.
Thank you, Chip, very, very much. Thank you for saying hello to us, and thank you to those heroes fighting COVID-19 from Alabama. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. 73's, good health, and be well, and thanks so much for taking the time to saying thank you to all the heroes fighting COVID-19, including Marvin, who is driving for the post office. That's another hero. Sometimes we forget those, but they are on the list. 73's. Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, Whiskey 4 Alpha Victor Victor. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Your name and location.
Name here is Dick, Delta India Charlie Kilo in Atlanta, Georgia. And thanks very much for the special event center station. Good luck.
My pleasure, Dick. My pleasure. Anytime, and we're happy to do that. And we're here through the month of May for sure. Thank you so much, Dick. I received a chat from Beastie Kings. Didn't realize you were on 242.6. Yes, that's where we are. I was transmitting on .5 with the offset .1. Haha. Okay. I don't know if we made contact with you or not, but If you'd like to give me a call, and I'll call you out if you didn't get that. Also, Golf Zero, Victor Lima, Foxtrot. Good evening from the UK. That is Peter, and that's me. Ray, thank you, Ray, for saying hello to us from the United Kingdom. Golf Zero, Victor Lima, Foxtrot. And you've had your share of issues with the COVID-19 for sure. 73s to you, and 73s, Richard. Thanks a lot. Thank you guys for chatting. Continue to chat, and if I can help anybody make contact with me where you have maybe low power or just don't have the antenna that you'd like to have, feel free to chat on Twitch, and I'll be happy to set aside and make a call for you. 73s. This is Kilo 2 Heroes. Coming up on the 2-hour mark. Actually, we're past that. 2 hours, 1 minute, and 34 seconds. Still have some voice left, guys, so we'll be around for hopefully a little bit. Kilo 2 Heroes, Strokes Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. You know why we're here. Special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. And we haven't heard some stories in a while. Anybody that has a story, you can say story, rather than your call, and I'd be more than happy to allow you to talk a little bit, because we'd love to hear stories about anybody's involvement, anybody that has a nurse practitioner, anybody at all that's fighting COVID-19 that would like to say a shout-out. We'd be happy to give you the frequency. 73s. Kilo 2 Heroes, Strokes Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Alpha 9, Hotel Bravo.
Alpha 9, Hotel Bravo. Thank you so much. Big signal. Your name and location, sir.
The name is Howard, location Indianapolis, Indiana, QSL.
I QSL that. Another tear to my eye when I hear Indianapolis. Again, that's been a race my family's been watching forever. We'll have it again next year, that's for sure. I think you're in Hamilton County, Howard. 73s to you. Good health and be well. And happy Mother's Day if it's appropriate to your family and all the mothers out there, as well as VE Day. 73s. Kilo 2 Heroes, Strokes Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Thank you very much, and thanks for what you're doing. This is Alpha 9, Hotel Bravo, clear.
Roger, our pleasure. Thank you so much, too. Thank you for saying thank you. QRZ.
Alpha Charlie 9, November Echo.
Roger. Alpha Charlie 9, November Echo. Thank you. Good afternoon. Your name and location.
Good afternoon, Peter. The name is Jerry, Japan Echo, Radio Yankee, and the location is Southern Indiana, Jeffersonville, Indiana. Over.
Roger, thank you. From the fine state of Indiana, thank you so much for saying hello and making contact with us and saying thank you. Oh, that got me. Okay. That scared the bejesus out of me. We have a new follower, Beastie Kings. Thanks, Beastie Kings, for following us here on Twitch. We really, really do appreciate that. Thank you, Jerry. Got a great signal from Jefferson, Indiana. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for making contact with us and saying thank you to a hero that's fighting this virus for all of us for COVID-19. 73s. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Strokes Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. The Romeo Alpha Charlie station.
Thank you very much. This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo Alpha Charlie, Robert in Easton, Texas, QSL.
I definitely QSL that, Robert. Thank you so very much. Thanks for putting out a good signal from Houston. Sound good in Harris County. Thank you for making contact with us. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for turning on your rig, burning some watts out there, but most importantly, taking the time to say thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Robert, thanks a lot. We really appreciate that. 73s to you. Good health and good luck, and be safe and be patient out there. And like I said to everybody out there, have a positive mental attitude. Do something nice for yourself. Give yourself a gift. It may be to go to DX Engineering or HRO or your favorite amateur radio store and buying something for yourself. Doesn't have to be a lot. Could be anything. Could be an Amphenol connector. But doing something that is fun for you and, looking forward to getting something in the mail, sort of a distraction. And that's what we all need. Please make sure that you give yourself a distraction. Well, what do you know? Here we have a distraction right here on amateur radio. I think we're doing what we have to do, aren't we? Okay, guys. Anyway, here we go. Kilo 2 Heroes. That from me. Strokes Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. QRZ. Whiskey Alpha 4, Sugar with the November. Come on back.
It's Whiskey Oscar 4 Sugar Uniform November. You're 59 plus 10 in Florida. Name is Wolfgang.
Roger, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure I got the call right. I'm going to say it again. Whiskey Oscar 4 Sierra Alpha November. Do I have that right?
So it's Whiskey Oscar 4 Sierra Uniform November. It's like the Florida Sun. Sierra Uniform November.
Oh, son, Whiskey Oscar 4 Sierra uniform November. That's a correction?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. You're 5 and 9, and name is Wolfgang. QDH was in Bradenton, Florida.
Roger, Wolfgang, thank you so very much. I appreciate that from Bradenton, Florida. Thank you. Thank you for the correction on the call. And you are in the log. And certainly, when you wish, the next day or two, you can download a very nice certificate from the Kilo 2 Hotel website. 73s, and be well, be safe. Thanks so much. QRZ, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot. The Bravo Foxtrot Golf, please.
Kilo 9 Bravo Foxtrot Golf. Kilo 9 Bravo Foxtrot Golf.
Roger, thank you. Kilo 9 Bravo Foxtrot Golf. Thanks so very much. Your name and location.
Name here is Nate, November Alpha Tango Echo, and I am in Central Indiana. Another Indiana for you.
I could use one. Thank you for another Indiana. Thanks so much. Yeah, good signals are coming from Indiana today. Thank you a bunch. I appreciate that, Nate. Thanks for making contact with us in 73s, and be well and have a good day. And thanks so much for taking the time to say hello and thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra Uniform, Foxtrot listening.
Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Foxtrot Oscar.
Victor Foxtrot Oscar. Thank you, Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Foxtrot Oscar. Thank you so very much.
Sir, my name is Juliet Echo Fox Fox. My location is Western Wisconsin, small town named Sparta, and I appreciate your event here and happy to get you in the log.
Well, thank you. We're real happy to have you in the log. Happy to having you say thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19, Jeff. Thanks a lot. All right, good to work another station, not another Indianapolis, but Wisconsin. Appreciate that. 73 is certainly a beautiful place to work, that's for sure, and to play. A lot of beautiful lakes there. There are a lot of great sailors, I remember, that taught us a lot about how to sail on some of the lakes and understand the winds, how capricious they can be. Easy to sail on Long Island Sound or the Atlantic Ocean, but it's another thing to sail on the lakes. Thanks, Jeff. 73s, and be well. Have a good day. Be safe, and happy Mother's Day out there. Got a message here from N2 Papa Tango Bravo. Awesome job, guys. This is November 2. Papa Tango Bravo again in Tennessee. My daughter is working in New Jersey with blood banking to find a cure. Thanks a lot. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate that. November 2, Papa Tango Bravo. If you could give me your daughter's name, I'd like to give a shout-out to her. Please do that when you have a chance. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Hotel, Stroke Sierra, Uniform, Foxtrot. Alpha Bravo 5, Nancy, I believe. Thank you. Name and location.
Yeah, the name is Bob Baker, Ocean Baker. We're in the Spa City, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Roger?
Roger, Bob. Thank you. Hot Springs, Arkansas. I appreciate that. I'm looking at your picture on the QRZ page, surrounded by a couple of monitors and a lot of nice equipment. Your call seems familiar. Your face certainly looks familiar. Do you do many YouTube instructional videos? Go ahead.
Roger, yeah, I'm definitely a high profile on YouTube. Roger.
Yeah, I thought so. And I think maybe you taught me a thing or two on about FT8, if I'm not mistaken.
That could be, absolutely. I covered a lot of ground. Just trying to have some fun and be educational and try to boil out the complex stuff down to something a little more simple. Yeah, we just had our flyover here. We went out with the video camera and stood out near the hospital, and everybody cheered. Roger.
Oh, yeah, that is a great sight when the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels came over. Really stirring, really moving. Unfortunately, we're here on Long Island, and their loop didn't cover us, but the pictures were fantastic. Well, that is just great. Anybody want to really, and you're absolutely right, you're able to take complex subjects, Bob, and really distill them into some very understanding ideas that we can apply immediately. So anybody that really would check out your YouTube site, Alpha Bravo 5 November. I repeat, Alpha Bravo 5 November. Bob is really very helpful. Thanks, Bob. 73s, keep up the good work, and thanks so much. It takes a lot of effort to put those videos out, and to especially when you're certainly in the cutting room, making sure you get the best quality out there. Bob, thanks so much for all the time you put. We really appreciate that. Over to you for a final, Bob.
Very good, very good. Well, thanks so much. I do put a lot of effort into it, and believe me, it doesn't make much money or anything, but I'm a good spender, so there are some ads on there. By the way, I grew up in New Hyde Park there, so I know every inch of the island. 73's to you. Keep up the good work, Alpha Bravo 5, Nancy.
Oh, Bob, how about that? Really, that is pretty good. By the way, your picture now is it's up on my live stream on Twitch TV, and it's a 2-hour, 10-minute mark, and you're looking good as I retransmit it. New High Park, that brings happiness to my face. My father's brother lived in New High Park. I forgot the road that it was. It may have been Merrick Road, but we lived in Queens, Bob, and going to New High Park in the 60s was like going out to the country. And first time I saw a driveway, a long driveway, and a big garage, and that was a treat. Hey, Bob, thanks a lot. Thanks for the time, and thanks everybody for letting us spend a few minutes talking to Bob and talking about the stuff he does. You're absolutely right. You don't make much money at all. It's a lot of work, but it's a labor of love, and it's just exactly what we're doing here at the Kilo 2 Heroes site. That is what it is, nothing more than a labor of love. Basically, thank you very much. Erica, okay, Erica is working the blood bank to find a cure. What a fantastic job, Erica, you're doing. Thank you so much for your work. We were worried because she was confirmed exposed, but has been since through the quarantine and is back to work. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that information, and her antibodies will be very, very valuable for sure. Thanks, Erica. Thank you for all your work you're doing. Can you imagine trying to find a cure at a blood bank? And we're going to find it, that's for sure. 73s. Thanks for the story. Thank you for sharing that very, very much. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes. We got a lot of them today. Stroke, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Hotel 2, Oscar Papa.
Kilo Hotel 2, Oscar Papa. Thank you, Kilo Hotel, Oscar Papa. Hope I got the call right. Your name and location.
Yeah, it's Kilo Hotel 2, Oscar Papa, but I'm not on Guam. You might have guessed that. My name is Charlie, and I would be Portable Whiskey Zero near St. Louis, Missouri. Back to you.
Roger, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it shows at Baldwin, Missouri, so it comes up. Yeah, a friend of mine, I accused him. I said he's got a Guam call too as a result of the Navy. But I said in contest, boy, people think you're in Guam. But no, when N1MM or AC log comes up, it shows your location. So no cheating. Thanks a lot, Charlie. Appreciate that. Thanks for making contact with us. By the way, have a big signal here into Long Island, New York. Again, for those who don't know yet, the name is Peter. Papa Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo. Located in Northport, New York, Long Island, on the North Shore of Long Island, about 45 miles east of Times Square of New York. That's sadly very, very quiet. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Right, and 73s to you, Charlie. Thank you so much. There's one station there that's a little bit distorted, maybe a little bit off frequency, but we'll get you in a second. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. The Victor November Quebec station. Roger, thank you. Kilo Delta Zero, November Victor Quebec. Thank you so very much. I believe is your name Todd. Do I have that right? Do I have your call right, first of all? Kilo Delta Zero, November Victor Quebec. Go ahead. Roger, got that. Victor November Quebec. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for the correction. I appreciate that. And what is your first? I guess is your first name Jerry? Go ahead.
I pronounce it Gary.
All right, Gary. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for the contact and looking at your page right now live on Twitch TV, my channel. Fishing there in the stream, and once again, relaxing and really comfortable and taking your mind off what's going on. 73s to you, Jerry. Thanks a lot for the contact. Thanks for the correction on the call. This is a special event station, Kilo 2 Heroes, honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey 5, Italy, Delta, X-ray.
Whiskey 5, Italy, Delta, X-ray. Whiskey 5, Italy, Delta, X-ray. Thank you so much. Your name and location.
Yeah, the name is Greg, Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf, and the QTH is Houston, Texas. Nice signal coming in this evening.
Thank you, Greg. You as well. Ditto for you as well from Houston, Texas. Thanks a lot, Greg. Appreciate very much the contact. And 73s to you. Good health and be well and be safe. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. QRZ again, Kilo 2 Hero, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. I think Kilo Alpha 2, the Kilo Alpha 2 station. Roger, Kilo Alpha 2, Nancy, Charlie Delta. Yeah, local. I think you're in North Belmore. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a registered nurse. I work with New York Presbyterian Queens. I'm in the deep heart of the COVID virus.
Well, thank you so much. I believe your name is Vincent. Is that right, Vincent? Oh, we won't call you late for dinner, Vinny. May you have many, many dinners. Vinny is a nurse. Is that correct? A nurse? Which facility, Vinny? Go ahead.
In the heart of the COVID virus, New York Presbyterian Queens.
Roger, New York Presbyterian Queens. You're a hero, Vinny. Thanks so much for making contact with us. It's an honor for me to have you in the log. Thanks, Vinny. Be well, be safe out there, and we'll get through this. Thank you so much for your hard work. Here's Vinny, a hero. Directly live hero on the air right now with us, KA2 November, Charlie Delta. Go visit his QRZ page and say thank you to Vinny, as he's one of the heroes on the front line fighting this war. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. There's a station starting with November, please.
November Delta Zero Mike Mobile, North Dakota.
Roger, thank you. November Delta Zero, Mike in North Dakota. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the call. ND0MM. If I don't have that right, let me know. Give me your name and location.
Name here is Mark. I am mobile on Highway 13 in the southeast corner of North Dakota.
Roger, doing a good job on Highway 15 in North Dakota. Thanks so much. You're in the log. Thanks for making contact with us. Appreciate it a lot. QRZ. Special event station honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Whiskey 8 America, Delta Charlie.
Roger, big signal. Thank you, sir. Whiskey 8 America, a Delta Charlie. Thanks so much. Really quality signal you're putting on the air. Really appreciate that. Your name and location, sir.
Fine business. Name is Rick, Radio India Charlie Kilo, located in Lafayette, Indiana.
Thank you, Rick, so very, very much for the contact in Lafayette, Indiana. Really appreciate that. Rick, thank you so much. 73 is good day, good health to you, and thank you so much for saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. 73 is to you, sir. QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform, Foxtrot. The Kilo with the Tango Golf, go ahead.
Roger. Kilo Echo 0, Hotel, Tango Golf.
There you go. Kilo Echo 0 Hotel Tango Golf. Thank you so very much. Your name and location.
Roger. Thank you, sir. Name is Greg, Gulf of Romeo Echo Golf, and location is Missouri.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate that. Thank you so very, very much for Missouri. Thanks for saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. We can't thank you enough for taking the time to get on the air and saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19 virus. Thanks so much. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilowatt 7, Hotel Juliet Echo.
Kilowatt 7, Hotel Juliet Echo. Thank you. Your name.
Yeah, the name here is Hugo, Hotel Uniform Golf Oscar. Location is Miami, Florida. Roger?
Roger that, Hugo. Thank you. Good signal from Miami, Florida. Thanks so very, very much for saying thank you to the heroes fighting COVID-19. Really do appreciate it. 73s to you, sir. QRZ. This is special event station Kilo 2 Heroes. We're basically honoring the heroes fighting COVID-19, and we want to thank you so much for taking the time to make contact with us today. QRZ. Roger, there's a YL I'm hearing. I believe a call maybe in Oscar Bravo. Go ahead.
On Kilo 5, Echo Mike Bravo, Elizabeth in Carrollton, Texas. I'd like to honor all the first responders and healthcare workers in Dallas.
Roger, you got that, Elizabeth. Kilo 5, Echo Mike Bravo. Elizabeth, thank you very much. We are giving a shout out and an honor to all the healthcare workers in Dallas. Thank you so much. They have been recognized. If they're listening to Twitch TV, the channel Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, they're hearing it, or anytime they can, you can tell them to go there and they can hear the thank you to them. Elizabeth, is there any other words that you'd like to pass on? Go ahead. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks for taking time to make the call from your location in Carrollton, Texas. 73s in good health and be well, and happy Mother's Day, healthy Mother's Day to you. 73s, QRZ, Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo Charlie 9 Whiskey India.
Roger, nice signal. Kilo Charlie 9 Whiskey India. Thank you so very, very much. Your name and location.
The name is Mark. Michael Alpha Romeo Kilo. Location is in northern Wisconsin. Over.
Roger, Mark. Thank you so much for northern Wisconsin. I appreciate that. I like the humor. All you have to do is go to Mark's QRZ page, and you see a guy that's perhaps plugging a 220 into a 110 line. Is that what you're doing there, Mark? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's me. I usually don't use a voltmeter. I just usually try to figure out how much of my hair stands up, and I calibrate the amperage and the voltage accordingly.
a new take, a new version on Ohm's law. Ohm's law. That's pretty good. Me, I use the tongue method. Anyhow, 73's Mark. Anyone want to have a little chuckle? We could use one always every day. Go to Mark's page and take a look. KC9 Whiskey India, and take a look at his hair standing up. By the way, Mark, just a final. Did you by any chance doodle that? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry to say I probably stole it. I'm probably in copyright infringement on Google's clip art. Over.
Well, I'm sure they'll give you a pass because it's for a good thing. We're going to say it's a therapeutic message that you're giving all of us, and if they complain, tell them it's therapy, and all amateur radio operators need that for sure. 73's Mark. Thanks a lot for the moment of fun. Thanks so much. 73's. QRZ. Who is this? Well, this is special event station Kilo 2 Hero stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, Kilo Charlie 0 Charlie Charlie. I like that call. Thank you so much. Your name, sir, and your location.
Name is Henry, and location is St. Louis, Missouri.
Thank you, Henry, St. Louis, Missouri. Thanks so very much for taking the time to say hello to us and giving us a call. And most importantly, your contact is a thank you to a hero that's on the front lines fighting this COVID-19 war. 73's to you. QRZ. I think I hear a Kilo Delta 9 with a Foxtrot. Go ahead.
Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Foxtrot. Name is Pierre, QTH, Lebanon, Illinois.
Roger, Pierre in Lebanon, Illinois. Thank you so much for repeating the call. Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Foxtrot. Oscar Foxtrot. Kind of a unique call. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that, Pierre. Thank you. 73's be well. QRZ. The Alpha station with the Gulf in it? Roger, Alpha Canada 7 Golf. Thank you so much. Name and location.
Name here is Alex, Alpha Lima Echo X-Ray, location Scottsbluff, Western Nebraska. Yourself?
Roger, thank you. Thanks, Alex. Think it may be near Scottsbluff, as QRZ page says it. Thanks, Alex. Alpha Charlie 7 Golf. Thanks so much for making contact with us. We do appreciate that. I got to before I leave, I want to make sure that I have the date in here so I could get you in the log. There you go. Okay, 73's to you. Thank you so much. QRZ Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot.
Kilo 5 Juliet Romeo Whiskey.
Kilowatt 5. Let me see. Juliet Romeo Whiskey. Do I have that right? Go ahead.
Oh, Roger. Just wanted to check in with your special event station. My wife and I are both retired healthcare workers.
Thank you very, very much. What's your wife's name, John? Go ahead.
Jacqueline. My name's John, and she's Jacqueline.
I like that. 2 J's, John and Jacqueline. Well, Jacqueline, thank you so very much for your service in healthcare, and enjoy your retirement, and may it be safe, may it be healthy, and may we get through this as soon as we can. And John and Jacqueline, I'm sure that you can counsel folks that may have some anxiety and may be nervous, and you can give them some calmness that we'll all get through this very quickly. Thanks a lot. 73's to you, and be well. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Hero stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. I believe there's an Alpha station, a station with Alpha in the call.
Kilo Echo 5 Alpha Zulu.
Roger, thank you. There you go. Kilo Echo, oh, I see, 5. Let me get that right. Kilo Echo 5 Alpha Zulu. Thanks so very much. Your name and location.
Name is Ken, Kilowatt Echo November in Houston, Texas.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you so very much for Houston, Texas. I appreciate that. Got a signal coming into Long Island, New York. My name is Peter, for the record. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. If you want to complain to anybody, tell them this guy's on the air too much. You could say something like that. My location is Long Island, New York, about 45 miles east of New York City, and my home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. All right, guys, Kilo 2 Heroes, a couple more minutes. Sierra Uniform Foxtrot listening.
Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee Sugar.
Roger, Yankee Sugar. Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee Sugar. Thank you. Nice signal. Your name, sir, and location.
Yeah, the name is Alan, and I'm in near Chicago, Illinois.
Gotcha, Alan. Thank you so much. Near Chicago, Illinois. Appreciate the contact. Thank you so very much for saying thank you to a hero fighting COVID-19. Can't thank you enough. Thanks so very much. 73s to you. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes, Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Roger, thank you. Kilo Echo 0 Papa Ocean Tango. Thank you so much, sir. Your name and location.
Commemorating our unsung heroes. They deserve all the credit in the world.
Jim, that's a good word I haven't used today. Unsung heroes. You're absolutely right. You know, they go about their jobs. I mean, they chose this career because they wanted to be in a service of helping people. They had no idea that a war would be thrown at them. No idea ever. And I think if they knew that, they still would go into it. So they are unsung. You're absolutely right. The names that we hear most often, unfortunately, are the names of those who have passed on. And as I said, there's about 1,000 of them worldwide in the healthcare field that have passed on. And they are the names that we hear. But unsung is the word. And hopefully we're putting a little song to the unsung by saying thank you to them. Hopefully they can hear us. I strongly believe that when you're doing a good thing, word gets out one way or the other, and it trickles out, and someone along the way is going to say, hey, you know, I heard an amateur radio operator, I picked that up, and they were saying thank you to a healthcare worker. That's a really nice thing, and you all are saying thank you to a healthcare worker. You know, you're not doing this to gain another DXCC point or to gain a new state. You're doing this strictly because you're doing something out of the goodness of your hearts, people, and I really want to thank you all for that. I really can't thank you enough. We really appreciate it from New York State. Not only are we thanking New York State, that's first, but also the rest of the country and the world, all the healthcare workers. 73s to you. Thanks a lot for making contact. QRZ, this is Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot. Kilo, Fox, I think it's a Kilo's Foxtrot 5. Come on back again.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Sierra Charlie Victor from Louisiana.
Thank you so much for repeating the call. Kilo Foxtrot 5, Sierra Charlie Victor from Louisiana. Thank you so very, very much for making contact with us. Really a solid signal. You sound terrific. Good signal here into New York today. Thank you very, very much. Well, everybody, folks, I really were at the 2-hour 29 mark. I've got to move on there. I think there's another station in Suffolk County that would basically like to basically work Suffolk County as well. So they may be coming on the air soon. But as an amateur radio from New York, I want to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity during this pandemic to say thank you to all the heroes fighting COVID-19. We are going to continue with a couple of messages on our stream before we go QRT, but I'll be going QRT on the air now and be back soon again for sure. Want to thank everybody at all for making contact with us, saying thank you to hero fighting COVID-19 and making their lives a little bit easier by giving them a message of appreciation. That's for sure. So thank you, everybody. This is Kilo 2 Heroes stroke Sierra Uniform Foxtrot at 4:55 Eastern Standard Time, 4:50 or 20:50. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for support. Thank you for all your kind words of thanks that we passed on to the heroes. And we'll be back on the air again. Enjoy. Be safe. Hug one another. Most importantly, I've got my message back there. I hope you can see those that are watching the stream can see the balloon. I've got too much exposure. I'm going to fix that tomorrow. But that basically is saying Happy Mother's Day. A balloon that's saying Happy Mother's Day. That is in front of my AMSAT, Radio Amateur Satellite Corporation banner. So 73s, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for taking the time to say hello, and we'll be talking again. We look forward to it. We'll be here until the 31st. See everybody. Thank you so very, very much for your kind words and thoughts. Okay, here we go. As I said, we're going to be doing a little streaming. Thanks a lot, folks. Maybe I'd like you to stand by for a second or two while we put a couple of messages here out there. Messages. Another thank you of why we're doing this. So let's let that go and see how that works. I want to say thank you, Northwell Health. We really appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Let me do one more, please. Thanks a lot for your patience. I appreciate that. Let's try another one and see what this one has to say here. This is particularly nice. Heroes, work here. Thank you to all who are called to serve. Thank you, Ascension. We appreciate that message very, very much. And this is Ascension thanking again to Ascension Healthcare.
Hi, I'm Amy Wilson. I have the privilege of seeing the amazing and compassionate care and the collaboration all across Ascension as we respond to the national healthcare crisis and the pandemic of COVID-19. I'm proud to be a nurse and proud to be a part of the amazing care that we are providing at Ascension. If you have a caregiving heart or you're feeling led or called to respond to this pandemic, we have a place for you here at Ascension.
My apologies. I was not going on the stream. I wasn't live streaming, so my apologies to you. We got that fixed. A little technical difficulty here, but now I think we're back. Yeah, we're seeing this here. And I'd like to go back to what we first started with here, that you didn't have a chance to see.
You make me strong when I need it. For you, I'm brave.
Thank you, everybody, for your patience. Thank you, Northwell.
Your bags and shut the door to go to work to fight a war you didn't know just what would happen to you. Stepped into work, feet on the ground, and panic was the only sound. And to yourself you whispered, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Every day and every night, you walk the walk, you fight the fight. You never saw the end in sight, now did you? Your days are long, and you lose your head, but you can't. There's too many beds, your weary soul is crying, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Stay safe, everybody. Stay well. And most importantly, stay positive and stay strong. And thank you so very, very much for supporting this very special event that was put on by the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club. This is Kilo 2 Heroes, stroke Sierra, Uniform Foxtrot. Thank you so much, really, again, for giving the time for us amateur radio operators to say thank you. Thank you to all the heroes fighting COVID-19. When you look at that Kelly Wing song singing Hallelujah, and you see what's going on inside those clinics, thank goodness most of us don't have that opportunity to see that. But that's kind of difficult to take. It's shocking, but it's really what they're going through, and that's why we're so passionate about putting on this special event by saying thank you to those workers. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching the stream. I think we had some fun here, too, speaking to some interesting amateur operators that were doing some neat things. We'll see you again. We're going to be here through the 31st. Thanks so much. 73s. This is Peter signing off. And be well. And most importantly, to the mothers out there, let me just say once again to you, a very, very happy, a very healthy, a very wonderful Mother's Day. Let's get that. Yep, let's get that. There it is out there. Get that banner out there, up there to the left of me. It says Happy Mother's Day. Want to say that to everybody. Happy VE Day as well. And if you're fortunate enough to have a mom that is around, please hug her tightly, because there will be a day when she's not going to be around. So say thank you, Mom, and really hold her close to you. It's not forever. Mothers are so special. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Happy VE Day, and we'll see you soon. Well, thank you, Tila Panda. Thank you so much. KULTA, Kulta Panda. Thanks a lot for the follow. We really appreciate that very, very much. We really do. And it does help keep our stream going. Thanks a lot. 73s, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Be well. Thanks a lot. Have a very, very healthy and safe weekend. Safe weekend. And very much be patient out there. Wear those masks. Wear those gloves. 70